Baby, when I see you smile, I can make me smile. And how you make me smile, and how you make me smile, oh baby, how you make me smile. I smile more when I'm with you. I smile less when I miss you. Like I'm repeating, oh no. My love, oh, around you, so much when I miss you. Yes. Who remembers? That was my favorite song. I always begin the song with that, and then I end the song. I end the. I start the show with that, and I end the show with that. Now we're gonna take on Ringo TV. I love his content. I love his content, but his is: do all women like bad boys? The dark truth about their mental illness. Is it mental illness or is it not mental illness? We shall see. Let's go.
And is that a lot of modern women, they want the love. They love it. They crave it. We could see this in the majority of all of their relationships. The majority of women in today's day been abused. And when you look at their background, 99.9% of the times, every last one of these ladies was associated with a so-called bad boy that was no good. And you have to ask yourself the question of why these women
Hey, Pat.
always choose these kind of men. Why is it that they enjoy the drama, the chaos, the beatings, the abuse? Why do women subject themselves to this type of dysfunction? The truth is, she's in search of love, but the love she desires is the love of demons. She don't want the love of God. She don't want a righteous man. She want to be abused. She want to be lied to. She want to be taken advantage of. She want to be degraded.
Oh, thank you for watching, Pat
She
Max.
want to be left alone. She want you to impregnate her and leave her with babies.
I don't know if she want
She
that, but
need this because she enjoys the chaos. A relationship without chaos for the modern woman is like going to an amusement park and not being amused. She needs the drama. And this is why the majority of you brothers that are so called nice guys, the good brothers, the brothers that are on your square doing what you got to do, you find that most modern women, when you try to engage with them, you try to holler at them, you try to show your interest, it seems like they want the girl instead of the man. Now, when we tell you that men that put baby or this stuff down, it's the women who do that are not good. He's most likely extremely toxic. That's a fact. Do all women like bad
no.
boys? The answer is
The
yes.
answer is no.
But most women are in denial about this.
The answer is
They'll
no.
tell you, no, I don't like bad boys. I want me a good man. I want me a man that's going to treat me right. That's BS.
I don't think so. But if you think so,
Because all I got to do is look at your history, look at your past, and look at the current guy that you got your eye on. I guarantee you he's no good. I guarantee you he's a piece of work. But yet you find interest in him.
I would say that, or maybe you'll say it more in as you speak. They go for what they are used to because they know this is what you are. This is what I was trying to explain. It's not like the women want the chaos, want to be logical, but they know they're going to. They cannot trust these regular men. You have never seen a horror story when a man looked like a gangster. You have never, a lot of these shows, when men are really bad, they don't show you that they bad unless they like, showing a motorcycle scene. But usually when it's an abusive husband, and they go to meet a woman, it's not a man that got tattoos and stuff on, unless she's a bad girl, or unless she's in that life. So she's gonna pick somebody that's in that life because she's in that life. But it's usually when it's a nice woman, they thought they met a nice man. He's always in a suit. He always works. Thank you. He always got a suit. Every time you watch a movie, look at really who the bad guys are. So I had my brother tell me the other day on my YouTube brother say women need to level up and take a chance. But all we seeing also is the dysfunction that goes on that some women are used to. And when we watch social media, not social media, movies and TV shows, it's always the guy we thought that was good that is not good. So they're gonna go with the one. Listen, I already know you ain't no good. And a lot of women could contest to that. And I try to tell these men, it's not about leveling up. It's not about wanting more or choosing better. The point is, all the men that we thought were good, come to find out they are not good. We've seen that too many times also. So they're gonna go for the man who they know they're gonna lie from them, who know they're gonna cheat on them. I know this already. So I'm not gonna give you all of my heart. But them good guys, you're gonna think you struck the lotto. You're gonna think you struck gold, hit the lotto, and come to find out he's just as worse. He's just as bad, or even worse than the bad guys.
But you got no concern for the good brother. None whatsoever. You can't stand the good brothers.
I just told you why.
You look at good brothers as though they're just boring. They're just not good. And the thing is, you really don't know nothing about them because you don't give them the time of day. What you don't know is that the good brothers are not boring. What you don't know is that what you think is boring and what you think ain't worth anything is actually everything you need and desire. Let me let you ladies see exactly what's going on. I want to show you your past, and then I want to show you your future.
Okay, today is June 1st. Please say your name and spell it.
I'm God.
Here explains your life right now. Let's study this. Let's study this and really understand exactly what's going on here, because most women don't really understand what's going on.
Now look at this. Look at this. Now you see this picture, right? This is what I'm saying or what I'm trying to convey. It's not the fact that she's pregnant now from the dude and now all of a sudden he's doing good. The fact was he was like that already. He just didn't have the means to act like a jerk. Not saying that he should go for her, but does if he was a good guy, why how did he get disrespectful? Beat it, chick. If you was a good guy, you was a good guy. That go to show you, you was never a good guy. You were never a good guy. So now you get a car and you fancied up. Now it was like, now let me talk about these chicks. Well, that if a good guy means you're a good guy, period. You could have been like, hey boo, take care of yourself. You didn't have to say beat it, chick. But they're gonna try to spin it. They spin it to where it looks like, okay, now you dogged out. Now you want me. But what that got to do with him having cash in his hand saying beat it, chick? I thought he was a good guy. I thought he was the nerd that carried the books. You know, I thought he was the nerd. See, nobody looks at the guy. All they look at is the girl. All they look at is the girl. Hey, baby, remember me? Why can't I find a good man? Well, obviously he wasn't a good man because look how he's acting. He got the money in his hand and the car. Beat it, chick. So is he any better than the man who pumped and dumped her? He's no better than the man who pumped and dumped her. If your ambition is to say, okay, I'm a nerd, but in his mind, this is why we don't mess with them. Because he could have been like, how you doing? Or married now. He didn't have to say beat a chick. He could have said married now. Or he could have just showed his ring and showed, you know what I'm saying? So that wasn't a good guy. He was just waiting to get some money and some status to show his true colors. That's nobody thinks about it that way. See, people got to get to where they want to be in life to show you their true colors. If he was nice then, he would have been nice now. I'm not saying take care of her kid. I'm not saying even to want her. But I'm saying that the arrogance was in you already.
Most of you ladies, right? Especially you ladies who claim you follow the Most High. Notice this. Notice something about this image that you find very interesting. You got the church in the background. You got these two women supposedly coming out of church, right? They got their Bibles on, they holding their Bible, claiming that they following Jesus, right? But at the same time, notice who they got their eye on.
Well, they can't look. They can't look.
They're inside the church,
but they can't look.
Praising the Lord,
Mm-hmm.
trying to come to Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
But when they come outside the church, you got the thug sitting there with his car parked up, got his gun on him, got his chain saying 666 tattooed up.
But they don't look happy. Look at the girl purple, look scared as shit. The girl in the purple looks scared as shit. And the girl saying, what would Jesus do? She don't look so happy neither. Maybe the person who drew this picture, they didn't draw a good picture to go with what you said. That girl in the purple do not look like, hey, baby, what's your name? What's your sign? She look like, oh, shit. Oh, what did we walk outside into? And the other girl, like, girl in the yellow, like, they should have illustrated, whoever painted the picture didn't paint a good picture. But I see what you're saying, but that's not what the picture says. You told us that I got the picture. So I'm going by what the picture says. Okay? Okay.
These so-called women who claim they good women, right? Notice who they got their eye on. They don't got their eye on no brother in the church. They don't got their eye on a righteous man. They got their eye on the devil. That's who they got their eye on. They got their eyes on a thug. They got their eye on a man that's gonna beat their ass. They got their eye on a man that is abusive. They got their eye on a brother that kill people. They got their eye on a brother that sell drugs. They got their eye on a man that rob people. They got their eye on a brother that they know is going to pump and dump them and leave them with babies.
Well, I don't know about that. That's not what the picture is showing me.
Do you understand me?
No.
That's who they want.
No, they don't.
I don't see no righteous brother in sight, but these women came out of church.
Well, maybe the righteous brothers didn't come out
yet. Who
they
looking at? Now, another thing I want you to pinpoint when you're looking at this image on the screen is notice the woman in the yellow and notice the woman in the purple. Both of them clearly are in their prime years. Notice their figures. Notice both of them have a similar shape figure. They're in shape. They're not overweight. Firm breasts, nice curves. Everything is just right. But guess who they gonna give all of those goodies to? Oh yeah, you got it right. To the thug.
No.
The
I don't
thug,
think so.
the bad boy, the devil, always get first dibs at these ladies. To all you brothers out there, I need you to peep game and understand what's going on in the real world. The woman that you really loved during your youthful years, that fine sister, had that nice body. Oh my goodness, she was so fine. She was so pretty. Man, her breast was amazing.
If you say so.
Guess what, bro?
What?
She didn't want to give you the time of day.
How you know?
She gave those breasts to the thug. She jiggled those things just for his enjoyment.
So nobody in church enjoyed it, right? What don't you see? What else do you see in this picture? What else do you see in the picture? They walked out of church alone. Where was the church guys to walk them home? They should never have been alone. So what you gonna say? Oh, they told the church guys bye. You don't see no men out there but him. This is not a good picture. Hey, Caroline. This is not a good picture. There's no men out there with them. There's no men to escort them home. Where are they? Where are they? And this, like, I hear what you're saying, but this picture doesn't illustrate what you're saying, my brother. Doesn't illustrate that. If the men were so good in church, why are they out there alone, knowing that there's men in the area that are thugs and that can hurt them or that can rob them? Why didn't nobody walk them home? If he's in that area standing just like that by a church, then that means that no man in that church did not care anything about them women. Hey, Dwayne. Hey, Dwayne. 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 So, like I said, that it doesn't state that it doesn't state that um they don't want the good man. It just states that no good man walked them outside. That's a bad area. And they was really like really cared about the sisters, they would have walked the men, walked the women outside. I see what you're saying, but this picture doesn't illustrate it. Because you asked us, what else do we see in the picture? I see there's nobody else, and it look like it's two scared girls to me, and that man is right there, and the girl head that's turned to him looks scared as heck. Like I said before, you are who you are. And every movie that we have ever seen, go check out the movies. Every time you look at the movies or them TV shows where For My Man ones, is usually the man look nice. They usually meet the man in school. A lot of them meet the men in school, the same school they go to. And I'm talking about college. I'm not talking about public school or high school. These are the men who you think is about something. Y'all think we don't watch them shows? I keep trying to tell you, good guys. It's sad that women is gone with what they see is comfortable because they scared to take a chance. Ah, thank you. They scared to take a chance. So they going by what is comfortable to them. And that's chaotic. That's chaos. That part is true. That is chaos. That's strictly chaotic. And it's a shame. It's a shame that some women trap their lives off for the worse. I will agree with that. Some women set themselves their lives up for the worse dealing with these men because they think because this is what they're familiar with. But dealing with these so quote unquote good guys may take your life too. And then Matt, look at this. If you saw the picture before, the guy was a nerd in school. Next thing you know, he got his hand in money and he was like telling the girl beat it after she was, but nobody didn't notice that in the picture neither. All right. And I really think it's sad that I'm looking for a video of work, just regular old average working men. Do you know there is none? Do you know besides going back to the 60s and 70s, there are no videos of average men. There are none. I looked for some. Like nobody, they make you not proud to be a garbage man. What would we do without the garbage man? A mailman. I don't care what the weather is. You still get your mail. It has never been a blizzard or a storm or anything where a male person has not delivered your mail. You have gotten your mail. Unless the post office or whatever, or something was really bad weather or a hurricane, and no, there was no planes or trains and stuff able to carry the mail, but you always get your mail. Like, it's like a lot of people you forget to thank, but there are men don't even think of themselves enough to be proud that, hey, I'm an average man, I'm an average dude, an average guy doing average things. They could make videos too, they could have average conversations too, but there are no videos of that. So the way they got these videos going, that, oh, give me a cup of tea too, thank you, Doctor, Reverend, Doctor, Reverend Pat. So as I was saying, they are, your own men are taking you out of the picture. So you can't blame that on women. Your own men are taking you out of the picture. And it's a bunch of broke men that you would think that they would not want to take themselves out the picture, but they want to front like they the alpha male. They want to front like they the red pill. They doing all this fronting, but they really a broke average man themselves. A lot of them are not 6-figure or 7-figure men, but they taking them regular average men out of the equation. So, and they pushing you to look, talking about level up. You can't come to me with a level up when you're an average guy. We should not be having that conversation. But you got more men that the minute I put on a Kevin Samuels, they come right in. We are tripolar creatures, body, soul, and spirit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that voluptuous, sweet behind that she had walking around in that skirt. Oh, man, and them leggings. Oh, yeah, she was so fine. Oh, guess what, bro? She gave that ass to the thug.
You don't know.
Oh, yeah. He had his way with her behind. She did unthinkable things with that behind for him. Oh, yeah. For him? Oh, she gave him that work. Yes, indeed, now. I'm preaching. Oh, yeah. Especially the Christian woman. Let's talk about her. You see, brothers, a lot of times you go to these churches and you see these ladies and they got their Bibles and they got their holy gown on. And they look like they with the Lord. But what you don't know is behind the scenes, in the back, in the booth, in the dark, these very same holy rollers, these same ladies that be in the church, that be praising Jesus. Oh my, oh my. When they are with Satan after church, they be getting it in. But they're not getting it in with their husband. Oh no, not at all. They're out here getting it in with the bad boy, with the thug, doing unthinkable things. When they in church, they use their mouth for the glory of God, singing his praises aloud. But when they're with the thug and the bad boy, that very same mouth be full of... That's right. Best believe. Because Satan is going to use her vocal cords for something else. And I know the harsh reality of this truth, ladies, it really, really bothers you. But see, you have an opportunity to change your life. And here on Black Male Advice TV, we're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're not going to act like we don't know what's going on. We know, because the Most High know what you're doing in the back, in the booth, in the dark. See, in church, you really do know how to sing, man. Everybody say, girl, you know how to blow. But guess what that thug is saying? You really know how to blow. And I know the truth is very, very rough to endure. But see, here on Black Male Advice TV, we specialize in giving you the truth 100% raw and uncut because we're here to save souls. And we're not going to play no games with you because, see, ladies, what you don't understand is that your future is near. See, this is your future right here. Let me explain a couple of things about this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start off with this image so that we could pretty much
Yes,
set
I
the
would like to
stage.
discuss that.
This is your future. This is your future. This was your past. Let's start here, shall we? As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we got the brother on the right going to school, doing what he got to do, you know, studying calculus and, got his book bag, his glasses. He's focusing on his work. But notice what the woman is doing. She's walking with the thug. Notice that.
Yeah, I noticed that all he did was look at her. Did we notice that? Did we notice that thug or whatever you want to call him? He's the one that pushed up. Maybe that was her boyfriend already. See, a lot of people don't take accountability. Hey, Chrissy, what's up, Chrissy Boo? What's up, my Chrissy Booby? Oh, Chrissy, we have moved up in the world. We're not only doctors, we reverends now. We reverends and we are ministers and we are chefs. So as of 2 days ago, we moved up in the world. Now, back to this. A lot of people they want people to hold people accountable. No, I don't want nobody to hold nobody accountable. I want people to hold themselves accountable. He, right there, if he was a nice guy, why wasn't he the same nice guy in the next picture? And why? Praise the Lord. That is my booby. We be missing you, Chris, but we know you got to work. If he's a good guy, he could never say, I was scared to talk to. You can't blame the woman that you were scared to talk to. That is not her fault. You cannot blame the woman if you were scared to talk to her. That is not the woman's fault. And a lot of men like that become narcissistic and they show their true colors when they get somewhere in life. They show their true colors. And in the next picture, he's going to show self accountability is rare these days. I just got done dealing with somebody who didn't even know they hold up. Who did my boo dirty? Because I'll scratch them out. I will scratch them out, Kissy. They should know. Don't play with my Chrissy baby. They should know. Do not play with you. I'll scratch them out. I'm on my way. Your auntie is on her way. I'm coming to scratch them out. But when they get older, they have a hatred in their heart. That hatred is already in their heart. See, these thugs say what you want. They comfortable with themselves. These nerds are not comfortable with themselves. How do I know? Because when I had my kids there, the real nerdy ones were sitting by themselves. The people who was more sociable, they found their way to each other. And the nerds, they stayed together, but they still didn't even speak to one another. Even though they all nerds or they're not sociable people, they would sit with each other, but still not speak to each other. Now, me, I still switch it up. When I used to have them do work assignments, I always made sure a sociable person mixed with the anti-sociable person. And by the end of the program, everybody end up real, hey, this person is mad cool. I would never known this person, or they told me I would never have spoke to this person. And then I had people, parents, come up to me and say, "Oh, now my kid is more sociable." See, these kids have no sociable skills because they're smart and they built awkward. They don't know, hey, lift some weights. You're looking at a man who got his body in shape. It's not that thug fault that his body's in shape and yours is not, because you choose to stay in the books. So you have more hatred in your heart than that thug compared to people, because you're not ready to speak yet. But we'll let him go. He got, like I said, he got his point of view. I have my point of view.
Do you think he's focused on his studies? You think he's focused on his books? Think he's thinking about having a career, a job, a business? No. Notice what he tells the sister. Don't worry, baby. He's just a nerd. You see that?
Yeah, we see that.
Well, basically, that's what she told the thug, which makes it even worse when you really think about the bubble. She's the one telling him that. She's telling him. At first, I thought it was him telling her, but no, it's her disrespecting the brother. She said, don't worry about him. He's just a nerd. Wow. Notice what the brother's saying. Why do they always pick thugs? Why? Why do they always pick thugs? Notice how she's in her best shape. Notice her figure. How many times have I taught you brothers and taught you sisters that ladies give the best years of their lives to thugs? When a woman's...
that part could be true. I'm not dismissing that. I'm just throwing on add-ons. Now, sorry to, see, we family in here. Now, exactly. Read How to Get Buff. I was getting ready to say something like that. I always end up agreeing with you, Tony, not because I love you, but because you make sense. You know how to be absolutely realistic. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's why I'm gonna scratch that girl out for you. I'm gonna scratch her out. She ain't know she messed with the wrong one. She better not bother my baby. I don't play them games, and I'm overprotective of my babies now. They better not play with them. Now, he has hatred in his heart because he doesn't have no self-love. All he knows is books, but nobody points that out. Nobody points that he does not love himself. Nobody points that out because he has to wear glasses. He's into his books, and he thinks because he don't love himself, he don't think that he's good enough to go pull a woman like that. That thug, he got the self-confidence. It's not the thug, it's not the woman's fault that he doesn't have confidence enough to speak to her. He doesn't have confidence to say, these are my goals. These are my dreams. And if you stick with me, you already know I'm a nerd. I'm going to provide for you. I'm going to make sure you're good. See, that's the part they miss out. That's the part they miss. And people end up feeling sorry for them. I have these conversations all the time with these kids. I'm like, go on and talk to her. You know what I'm saying? If you know that you are special, now, as I was saying, nobody tells these kids, nobody, I know y'all in here, nobody tells them that, hey, their mothers let them think their mother don't even put them the same way they mothers did the thugs wrong. The nerd's mother did them wrong too. The thug mother let them go out and socialize. The nerd mother accepts her son in the house studying because in her mind he's going to be great when he get older, but not knowing that he's developing venom. He is developing venom. He's going to be something like how The Rock was when he played that with that show with Kevin Hart, and he used to be the big old fat boy, and now he's the muscle bound person. But in that show, he stayed the same. But on different shows, they start developing venom. See, them the ones that may not pick up a gun, but them the ones who learn how to get into your computer. Them the ones who would get into all your business. Them the ones that will mess you up and you don't know they messed you up because they have the skills to do it. See, y'all always scared of them thugs in the street, but y'all not scared of them keyboard thugs. Y'all not scared of them people who know Microsoft. Y'all not scared of them people. Them the ones can get you. That mess your finances up. They make credit cards out your name. They do a lot of stuff to people too because they develop venom. Because their mother didn't have them being a social person. Their mother let them, or their father or their parents let them be awkward. If we're going to tell the story, we got to tell the whole story. You're going to tell, if you're going to tell it, then you got to tell it all. You got to tell it all. When that child was 2 and 3 years old, you should have been out there rolling the ball with the baby, playing ball, sitting in the park. Because there's other little kids in the park. They follow each other. 2 and 3 year olds follow each other. So it's two parents there that did not do right by their kids. Like you didn't buy them nice glasses. You bought them, hey, brown girl Bella. Hey, sissy. So again, it's two parents who did their kids absolutely wrong. One let their kid do whatever they want to do, and one didn't let their kid do nothing. Both of their parents accepted them the way they are. So again, there's no medium. There's no medium. That is so true. The thug was suspended or expelled. My school didn't play, which is true too. Or they always had to sit in detention. So see, he got us explained in the picture, but I have to explain it in another way. Now let's get back to the way he explained it.
His body is at its best. When she's sexy and hot as hell, she give her body, her virginity, her body. Multiple dudes had their way with her. All through her youth, all through her prime. The worst men ran up in her, out of her, all through her mouth, ass, every single part of her body been violated by multiple men. And then, after all of that, this happens. Wow.
Now, hold it.
Notice, that's the same woman. The same woman. Notice what she's telling the brother. The same brother that she said was a nerd. She's like, hey, baby. Remember me? Notice what he told the lady. Beat it, chick. Notice the audacity of the modern woman. She had the nerve to say, why can't I find a good man?
Now, he just proved exactly what I said. If he was a good guy then, he'll be a good guy now. I told you, they develop, I know, right? I got my little sound machine, but but I've seen 7 more folks for my next goal. Okay, baby. So if he was nice then, he was nice now. He would have been nice now. If you see, he got his little money now. He a little CEO now. So You wasn't the nice guy as people thought you were. Now you got money. Now you're not nice no more. Oh, now you want to pay back the females that you claim did you wrong when all you had to do was express that to her back then. When all you had to do back then was explain to her your goals and your dreams. All you had to do was drink some protein shakes, get your body right, which you end up doing anyway. But you didn't make her part of your goals. All you did was sit up there, walk with your head down, and develop venom. So you want to pay back anybody you ever looked at, not who turned you down, but anybody you ever looked at, because you didn't know how to talk to a woman. You didn't say you're gonna be a CEO one day, right? You didn't never say, hey, I'm gonna be rich. You see, I'm a nerd, right? You see, I'm a geek, right? So you do know that the man you walking with gonna be pumping my gas, right? You want to roll with me or you don't. He ain't gotta say it like that, but he could have said it in a way. See, that is the problem. And that is the problem. No self love. So now all of a sudden you got money. Beat it, chick. Beat it, chick. So he's just as bad as the thug. Like I keep telling you guys. Like I keep telling you guys. Because if he was a good guy, regardless if she didn't pay him no mind or whatever, he could have been like, how you doing? And kept it moving. Look at his face. He didn't have that face back then. Why he got that face now? Learning, evolving, and still becoming. That right there, Brown Grabella. Uh-huh. Why do men think we are mind readers? Exactly. See, that's the problem. But the thing is, one got one has got too much confidence, and one don't love themselves. There's no medium. There's no love in a club. But they make love in a club though. Let's make love in this club. Hey, in this club. Hey, hey. But they make love. They make love in the club, baby. May not be no love in there, but there's some love in there. They making it. So let's get back to this. Because like I said, he's not saying what the young man should have done. I see a lot of men go through this. I see men go through awkward stuff. A lot of men stay to themselves. And sometimes their parents, don't, when they get a certain age, don't force them to be sociable. But not knowing that you letting your kid get they developing a lot of venom and a lot of self-hate. Eventually, that's going to show its ugly head. Eventually, it's going to show its ugly head. It has to be released. It has to be released. When you held something, and thank you, Sugar Love. Who told you, Sugar? I don't. What you talking about? What you talking about, Dwayne? Dwayne? What you talking about, Dwayne? But at the end of the day, that ugly head is gonna come. It has to be. It's gonna come to a head, and it has to be released. That's where you get your serial killers from. That come from that nerdy boy who he think that nobody want him. He thought that his body was small. He thought he couldn't be a football player. He thought he couldn't be a basketball player. He thought he couldn't have his way. And not to mind you, there were some nerd girls. Just like there's nerd boys, there's nerd girls. So they wasn't even looking at no nerd girls. They wanted that girl. They didn't even want. So you mad because you got some nerd girls that feel just the way you feel. So you didn't want to go over there and make them happy and make their day. No, you wanted that girl. But you wanted people to look at you, but you couldn't even look at girls that was exactly like you. The same way you a nerd carrying books, there's some nerd girls carrying books too. But she wasn't good enough for you. You wanted someone who wanted thug. You didn't want somebody that was just like you. You rather sit there and get venom, and that goes for girls too, who went from nerdy looking to next thing you know, they went and bought a whole new body. They went and bought a whole new body. Next time you saw them, they had the boobs, the this, the that. They went to build a body. They went to the build a body doctor and got everything. And now they had a lot of venom that built up in them too. But as let's finish with how he gonna say it.
Wow. Why? Why you can't find a good man? Because of this woman. You had your opportunity to find that good man, but you didn't want him.
That's not
because
true.
he was the nerd.
He didn't speak.
You wanted the guy with tattoos with his shirt off, never went to class, a dumb bum selling drugs on the corner. That's what you wanted. That's why you can't find a good man.
The man wasn't good anyway. The one with the books.
But now, the brother done elevated his game.
And now he's a jerk.
Got a Bentley.
He's a jerk.
He's the CEO of a company.
He's a jerk.
He got bread now,
He's
sharp, dressing nice. Jerk. Now all of a sudden you want to say, hey, baby.
He's a jerk.
You done gain a whole lot of weight. You carrying a baby. And you pregnant. You don't even have a stroller.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
And you have the nerve to see this brother when he's doing his best. Now all of a sudden you want to give him the time of day?
All she said was,
you kidding?
Remember,
see,
hello,
ladies,
remember
this is what
me.
you do. This is mental illness. This is, in fact, what you ladies do. You do.
Now, all the ladies said is, hey, baby, remember me. That's all she said. All you could have said was, yeah, I remember you. How you doing? You know, congratulations on your kids and keep it moving. He didn't have to say beat it, chick. So he was the jerk. He was always a freaking jerk. I'm quite sure we seen somebody not doing good as we got older. We don't sit back and I'm still the same person. Yeah, because I'm doing better than them. And let's say they didn't pick me. I'm like, hey, what's up? How you doing? All right, now you take care. You and the family take care and you keep it moving. I don't come with an insult. You only coming with an insult because you was a jerk. Now let's move this on. It ain't like, okay, I'm pregnant right now. Now, I'm quite sure she still got the man she had. She had one baby. She pregnant again. I'm quite sure he's still hitting it up. Okay, now.
This stuff. You really do this. You have 2 to 5 kids by 5 different men. And then you try to hit up a brother you knew from the past that all of a sudden he's doing very well for himself. He's living a stable life, financially secure. Now all of a sudden you trying to get him to take care of you and all these kids that are not his. That's what you do. That's what they do. You understand? This is the modern day woman's life. Right on the screen. When she's in her prime, she go after the thug. When she done got washed up, hit the wall, had multiple kids, been ran through, pumped and dumped, thrown all over the streets, dragged through the mud, have the stain of multiple spirits of men inside of her womb. Now, all of a sudden, she realized, I need a good man. All of a sudden now, she have an epiphany, and she realized now she need a good man. And what do typical modern women do? They look for the guy from their past that they knew was the right guy, and they try to see if they could go grab him from off the shelf. And they really believe that you're going to want to take him. Notice her in the top image. She was slim waistline. You know, her breasts sat up. Notice the bottom image. She gained a whole bunch of weight and she's pregnant, carrying her baby with no stroller, still wearing the same clothes from the past. Wow. Notice the thug that she was with is gone because he's most likely one of the baby daddies. But you would get mad at me for telling you the truth because you don't want to take responsibility for the mental illness that you suffer from. This is therapy, and I'm trying to help you. But if you don't want to be helped, you can leave. Because I'm not here to entertain foolishness. If you're one of these type of ladies that live in your past and you don't want to move forward and you don't want to do better, just please leave. And don't waste my time. Because I'm not your baby daddy. And I'm not here to tickle no ears. I'm here to set order. And a lot of you ladies, you have no order and you're out of order. Because you don't got a man leading you. You don't got a man directing you. And you think that a thug is going to offer you some level of security or protection, you're sadly mistaken. Because the only thing you seem to find yourself in is being a single mom, alone, broken, hurt, abused, and abandoned. And now, because you went through all of that drama and mess, a good brother can't even get near you because you don't want him. You repel the good brother. You reject the good brother. You don't want the Most High. You don't want order. You would just rather live alone. That's crazy. That's crazy. You think that I'm lying, ladies? You think that I'm crazy, right? You think I'm just making this up? Okay. I got something for you. You think that I'm crazy. You think that I don't know that you really want the love of demons? Brothers, listen to me very carefully. The modern woman, she desire the love of demons. She want to be abused. She want to be taken advantage of. I'm going to have another video where I'm going to talk about a reggae song that an artist had put out a couple of years back. And I want to talk about this further because we're going to keep proving, we're going to keep talking about these issues to further make women understand that they got a lot of problems, a whole lot.
We're going to put this on pause, right? Now, this other guy, he better not strike me. But if he strike me, hey, it's not his fault. It's my fault. But I love this young man. I love the way he think. I've been watching him for years. He better not strike my page. I mean, that'd be nice if he don't. But let's see what he got to say. I haven't heard it yet. Maybe he got to say the same thing. I don't know. We're going to find out. I haven't seen it. We all watched this the first time.
That he doesn't assert himself. You don't absorb his masculine energy. You want to go somewhere to find it.
Now look, his name is Mindful Attraction. His name is Alex. Check out Mindful Attraction. He's really good. He let his hair grow out. Look at him. Alex, I love it.
She's going to go to Tyrone, my nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So this is just a video explaining why women just don't like nice guys. They're just weak at the end of the day. They're just weak.
They
don't want to pass on weak genes. So they'd rather be with you, let them mate with her, but let Tyrone, the personal trainer, bang her and have her kid. You see, nice guys are pretty much a byproduct of their parents, primarily their mothers. Usually they're raised by single mothers, or if they're not, or if they have their dad is such a puss that he doesn't assert himself. You don't absorb his masculine energy, and you're pretty much indoctrinated by your mom. And moms are very different the way they parent compared to dads. That's why I think there needs to be a balance. I remember when I was a kid, my mom caught me ordering porn from Spice TV. I don't know if you guys remember that. Remember when you guys had the box and you could order it with the box? And I ordered $120 worth of porn. And I thought it was free. I was like, I'm in America. I just came from the Dominican Republic at that time. Anyway, so when my mom saw the bill, she was pissed off. She was like, Ay, bendito. No puedo creer. One second, one second. We gotta change this right here. One second. Right here. Sorry about that. Right? She was like, no puedo creer that you're watching porn and all that fucking bullshit, right? And my stepdad at that time, his name was Sergio. When my mom was done crying and moaning, he came up to me. He gave me $10 and he was like, "Yo, good shit, kid." I was like, "What the fuck?" And while my mom was crying, my stepdad was like, "Yo, that's great, man. That's great." And my mom was crying. He was like, "Good job, good job. That's my boy." um. Anyway, so what happened was that my mom always taught me to never fight back. And this is and this is a lot of single mothers. Maybe they don't tell them to, but you get the impression that you got to be a nice boy. You got to be a good boy, the kind of boy that every girl's grandma fucking wants. But when you grow up and you begin to face reality, you begin to see that that's not what women want. That's what women wanted in a guy, along with asshole traits, but she will never tell you that, right? So women, parents, pretty much, especially single parents,
Leave
a
my
lot of
boy
times,
alone.
pretty much just create the man that they think they want in their child, and that's why you have a lot of guys who are just nice, like just nice guys, good guys, but that they were just trained to not have any backbone, right? So we're gonna talk about three reasons why women just are not attracted to nice guys. And look, the first one is this: he don't excite her anymore. What you're not able to predict creates emotions, puts you emotional, creates turmoil, creates chaos, creates respect. What you're able to predict, it becomes mundane. It doesn't have an emotional effect on you. You can predict it and you lose respect for it. So the same thing here. When you're a nice guy, she knows exactly how you're going to react because you're very transparent. You're very transparent. You open up too fast. She knows exactly how and what you feel about her. She doesn't have any uncertainty. She doesn't have any space to complain to her friends about whether or not you like her. You already solved the puzzle for her.
You stupid.
It's like doing somebody's work. Sometimes there's pleasure in working for a reward. You're not a reward for her. You're just there for her. She takes you for granted, right? And the reason why that is because you were trained that in order to make somebody like you have to open up. Or better yet, you are afraid of being left alone. And so you think that in order that that to not be left alone, you have to open up to them, thinking that this is some Disney fantasy. Or thinking that maybe it happened once, it'll happen again. You got lucky. Or thinking that just because it worked on your mind.
Now listen, he be on the ball. He got a channel for men and a channel for women. If y'all women, go check out his channel. He be absolutely on the money. He's way better than a lot of people. And again, don't judge a person, don't judge a book by its cover. When it comes down to breaking stuff down, he on the money. He's on the money. He be right there. Don't judge the book by its cover. Just listen to what he say. Close your eyes or whatever. But that's my little man.
Mom and in your family members thinking that being open and nice gets them to like you, when in reality, they're just your.
And then he just said one of the points that I just said. I just said that a lot of times these boys are nice because their parents let them be that way. Both parents were wrong. The thug parent and the nice boy parent. Both of them did injustice to their kids. So now both of them is going to spiral out of control. So most of them spirals out of control on both ends, on both sides. But a lot of times the mother is the first one who be nice, be nice, be nice. So they don't give their son a backbone. And that's why he walking around carrying them books or whatever, because his parents never made him get a backbone. I just said that. And my man Alex said the same thing.
family. They will always accept you. A stranger is different. A stranger wants a challenge, particularly when it comes to a guy. If she knows exactly how you're gonna text her, exactly how you're gonna call her, exactly how you're gonna react if she pulls away, exactly how you're gonna react if she puts pressure on you, she's not gonna respect you. She's just not gonna respect you. She's not on her phone consistently waiting to hear from you. You're not unpredictable. You're way too predictable. And that's why she just doesn't respect you because she knows what's going to happen. She knows how you're going to fuck her. She knows how you're going to talk to her. She knows you're never going to disappoint her. And that's a problem. Women need disappointment sometimes. Women need inconsistency in order to in order to put her on an emotional level. But a lot of times when these nice girls get with these types of guys, it's because they were played and they want some consistency. And eventually she's going to get tired of that consistency and throw you to the curb. 2, no core strength. When I mean core strength, I mean this. You can have muscles, right? But if you don't have strength in your legs and in your core, somebody could just push you. There's nothing holding you to the ground. And this core strength, for the most part, is your unwillingness to walk away. A woman will push you to feel your strength. A woman will test you to feel your strength. That's why women test you. They're doing that to feel your strength. They don't do that. They don't say, put your hand and let me feel your muscle. That's not how they feel your strength. What they do is that they throw a fucking boulder at you and see whether or not you're able to catch it and survive. That's how they do that. They don't do that through see whether or not you're strong. They put you to the test, either consciously or unconsciously. For example, this is actually really fucked up. This is one of the most egregious facts about evolutionary psychology. But an example of a woman choosing the strongest guy to have a kid with is rape. Okay, it sounds fucked up, I know, but listen to me. Before I say this, you research this. In a lot of scholarly in resistance training, you resist. So the more you resist, the stronger you are. So clearly, a man wants a woman who resists a lot. Why? Because that's good. Those are good genes. Like resistance genes is a good gene. So a guy who's strong will only be able to rape a strong woman. So strong, get with the strong. But woman is strong enough to have your kid. You don't want a woman that gives up easily. And at the same time, for the woman, she doesn't want to give up easily because if she gives up easily, she might get genes from a weak ass rapist. It's fucked up, right? It's crazy, right? But that's the logic behind it. Is that resistance is a sign of strength. And so when a woman pushes, she'll make you doubt whether or not she's actually going to go on the date. She'll make you doubt whether or not she actually likes you, right? She'll threaten to pull away to see whether or not you give in, to whether or not you're really holding strong cards or weak.
Just listen
And
to
a lot
what
of
he's
nice guys
saying.
will fail at the whiff of that test. And women respect that. Don't respect. In fact, women find that repulsive. I'm telling you, women
Me
find
neither.
that fucking repulsive.
I
They're
skipped that
disgusted
one.
by that. Women are disgusted by weak men. And you gotta understand, women are political. Women follow the trends. And women keep the trends going. Women follow trends. So women will act like they like nice guys because it's a politically correct thing to say. Like, for example, it's politically incorrect. You can say that you don't like Asian girls, but it's politically incorrect to say that you don't like African American girls, right? It's politically incorrect to say that, right? Stuff like that. It is true, though. It is true. A lot of people, everyone has a taste. I like black girls, don't get me wrong. But if I sense that people are telling me not to say that, I'll say it because I'm like, don't fucking tell me what to do, okay? That's the way I am. And the last one is that women are not afraid of losing a nice guy because there's plenty of nice guys out there. There's plenty of guys to replace you. Most guys are nice guys, all right? Most guys are nice guys. So you're going to be easily replaced. And also the nice guy consensus, because nice guys, there's something, let me tell you something. Nice guys usually have jobs in therapy or just good. They're usually good guys. And nice guys can sense emotions very well. It's particularly nice guys are able to sense when somebody doesn't like them, right? They have incredible empathy, usually because they got it from the mother, for the most part. At least that's what I think. There's no fact behind that. So because of that, especially with people with insecure attachment, they're able to look into people's eyes and they can tell whether or not you disappoint them. Think about it. When you're a child, that's when you're able to read people's faces the best. You were able to read your mom's face really well. And so you were able to read whether or not you disappointed her, whether or not you made her happy. You had a non-verbal connection with your mom that you would never have with another human. And so you actually develop that habit of, if you keep that kind of mindset of always looking to please people, you learn to read people's faces, but not to benefit you. You learn to read people's faces to please them. And so a woman could tell when a guy is always there to please, when a guy's just a pleaser. And so she knows you don't feel losing her, because women know the game really well. They just act like they don't know the game. That's what makes them so great at it. And so this is more of a mindset than anything else. The behavior will come from this mindset. And if you ever find a woman that, if you ever get a girl that is interested in you, and she gets to know you, and she realizes you're a nice guy, she may not break up with you, but she will cheat on you. She needs masculinity in her life. She needs a taste of this of the irrational. She needs a taste
Alex
of
don't care
alpha
about
energy
none
in her
about
life,
nobody
and you're
opinions.
not giving it to her. She's gonna go
He
somewhere
let
to
his
find
hair
it.
grow out.
She's
Maybe.
gonna go to Tyrone, my nigga. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So this is just a video explaining why women just don't like nice guys. It's just,
It's not the fact that we don't like the nice guys, is that they haven't developed a backbone. And women must feel protected. Women must feel protected. They need the backbone. They must feel think, or they don't want you. They don't want it to be like somebody stepping to you. And we need to know. That's why I tell women all the time. Once you choose a man, and whatever your child father is, you have to choose his equal. If y'all not together no more, you have to choose his equal. You got two. I got like four backbones, girl. I got four. I got four. I got four backbones. That's why I say you have to choose his equal. You can't have a good guy's baby and then you and him break up and now you meet a thug. Because it's not about you no more. It's about your child. Now I don't go around breaking backbones. No, we ain't messing with you, Chrissy. We ain't messing with you. I scratch him out for you, but I ain't breaking no backbones. But if you already got a rough neck for a baby father, your next man got to be a rough neck too. So you can't start off with thug guys and then end up with a good guy, because if they have to meet up, he's gonna go right back to that same little boy who had no backbone. Even though he got a lot of venom in him, he's gonna find other ways to get you. Yeah, I think I smelt a lot out. There are plenty of nice guys with a rough side. Them the ones that their mothers put them in karate, but you just didn't know about it. So it was plenty of them. Some of them just learned to constrain themselves. But you got a lot of parents who, oh no, let me put my child in boxing. Let me put my child in a karate class. How many children you know, if their parents put them someplace? Yeah, but you got people who can whip Ike Turner's ass too. He can get it too. It depends. You can't sleep on. I've learned not to sleep on nobody. I've learned not to sleep on nobody, because you never know what you're gonna get. You never know. But don't never think, oh, he's a good guy. He can't fight. The next thing you know, he doing that karate kick on your ass with the 1 foot. He doing that 1 foot karate move on your ass, and you laid out. Some people are introverts. That because you're an introvert, that don't mean you can't fight. He just come in the building chopping people in the throat and screaming happy. That's what I'm trying to say. It be that's right. It be the quiet ones. You go right ahead and make their day. And sometimes you got the men they refurbished. They was living a hard life and they changed their life around. And you think they're good guys, but they really matured to become a good guy. And them the ones you set off. They're like, man, don't make me go back to my old ways. Don't make me go back to my old ways. A lot of times you see good people. Some of them started out as bad people, but they matured. But they can go back. They could definitely go backwards. Yes, yes. But them quiet ones, So it's really not even a good guy or a bad guy. It's just how much confidence you have. It's just how much confidence you have because we're not going to act like it's two different wolves inside you. It's the one you feed the most that you become exactly. Because we're not going to act like them quiet ones is not computer geeks. We're not going to act like they don't know how to dig into your computer. We're not going to act like they don't know about extortion. We're not going to act like some of them work for the biggest companies. The biggest companies that there are for the bad guys, though, not for the good guys, but for the bad guys. A lot of things cannot be done without them geeks. A lot of bad things happen because of geeks, because of these scientists. A lot of bad things happen that the thug just cannot do. A lot of geeks destroy a lot of people. Remember, these geeks is the one that come up with all these different gadgets and stuff. That's them geeks that came up with these missiles and all these little drones and all these little things. That's them damn geeks that did all that. That's them geeks that do that. That's them geeks say, hey, you take this white stuff, you mix it, you cook it up, and we're gonna call it crack. These are the ingredients that you need. Ain't no thug come up with that. There is no thug came up with the crack. Sorry, that was a geek who said this is how you make it last longer. You cook it up and you mix it. That no thug thought it on shit like that. Mm-mm. No, they did not. There was no thug who thought about, hey, the cough syrup is can get you drunk. Put some soda in that and some pills in that. Yes, he really is. That's the way. All that lean stuff. A damn geek thought of that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That was that damn thug who say, listen, you ain't got it. You too young to buy alcohol. So you can use this and pour it with that, and you're gonna get that lean on. That was a geek. That was the geek who did that. That was the geek who changed your back in the days when you was able to change your license and stick another picture up in there and seal that sucker back up. That was a geek. That was the nice guy, quote unquote, geek. That was the quote unquote geeks. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Y'all could be amazed. A lot of these little things, that was them damn geeks who thought of that shit. That dude, who would have thought I could make crack out of cocaine? I could do this. Hey, take the dope. Shoot it in this vein. Ain't no damn thug know you can shoot nothing in no vein. That came from a geek. Like how they know wasn't no geek who said, you know what, shoot that in that vein right there. No, a geek showed them that. Who became a doctor. They showed you how to get that vein up, pump that vein up. No, that's a geek. That was a geek. Listen, y'all ain't gonna keep disturbing my chat. Thank you. You're welcome. But either way, that's was them geeks. That's them geeks. So they how good are they? That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's them geeks that made them drug dealers feel like scientists. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That was the geeks. Every time somebody wanted to say something, they went to a geek. They went to a geek. And a lot of them geeks you didn't even know had protection because they were doing everybody's homework. They were the first ones who was hustling. They're the first hustlers, them goddamn geeks. Them geeks said, you know what? I'll do your homework for you, protect me. That's hustling. These geeks help a lot of dumb people get out of junior high school and high school. That was the geeks. Can you do my homework for me? Yeah. Well, okay, I'm gonna make sure nobody don't bother you. That was the damn geeks too. Come on now. Chrissy, how you never? Well, what person who don't know nothing knew exactly how much of what it was to make crack? That was a geek. In college too, that was a geek who thought of that. We're talking about measurements here. Measurements. They don't know what a fourth or fifth or eighth. Well, you think because they learned that from the geek, you think the hood. No, that was them damn geeks. Like, listen, this is what you do. This is what you do. And it gives them a stronger high. People who were selling the regular cane back in the days, they didn't know nothing about that until somebody taught them how to make it the crack. Come on now. That's even with the dope fiends and stuff. That was the geek who showed you how to make the moonshine. They was like, let this stuff get like that. It's going to turn into alcohol. That was a geek. They done got us drunk. They done made us drug addicts. They did all of this. Them geeks did that. I told you, when you thinking that you got over on a geek, they're gonna get the last laugh, because look at what's going on in the world today. But we're gonna finish hearing my man out.
They are very, very, very dysfunctional. They don't want real love. They want demonic abuse. You don't believe me?
Nope.
We're going to get into something right now. Let's go.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe the copyright under 17U.S.C. 107.
Okay. Let's get into this, people, because it's like no one don't really understand how true this is. I'm going to let a video play. I'm going to pause the video when need be, and then I'm going to stop the video to kind of explain a lot of things that's going on that we're going to listen to. We're going to find out, do all women like bad boys? That's what we're going to find out. The dark truth of their mental illness. The dark truth. Lady, let's get into this footage, y'all, shall we? Let's go.
Do girls like bad boys?
Yes.
Yes, I think absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. I think a majority of girls do like bad boys.
I think it depends.
I mean, I love bad boys. Do you like good boys?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Notice how they think that this is a joke.
Some do, but some don't. You'd like to think that the good guy always wins, but that's not often the case.
Notice the good guys is thought of that they always win, but it's not the case.
I think that women are attracted to men who turn out to be jerks. I don't know if they go looking for bad boys.
Yes, they do go looking for bad boys. That's exactly
No, they do not go looking for bad boys.
what it is, because most women always end up with a guy that's a jerk.
I like the idea.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Notice women like the idea. They love the idea of being with toxic men.
Do you think girls like bad boys?
Of course they do. Next question.
I mean, some girls like them, but we don't.
They're lying. That's all cap. They like bad boys as well.
Why they gotta be lying though? What do you mean it's all cap? I don't even like to say cap. They lying.
Because if they claim that they don't like a bad boy, why none of those women are married? Why none of them ladies have a long-term successful relationship? Because all
Yo, so you mean to tell me, is that Chinese lady dating that black man? Because there is no way on earth that that lady's sitting there with her pocketbook next to that black man unless they dating. Look at that pocketbook. Look at her pocketbook right close to him. So she got to be married to him or dating that black man. Ain't no way her pocketbook would have been on the other side of her. On the other side. So maybe he's not a bad boy. Because bad boys take from their women too. So he not a bad boy. Her pocketbook is close. Matter of fact, you would probably think it's his pocketbook. It's right next to him and it's gray. It go more with his outfit than hers. That's what I Bella, you must have stepped out and stepped back in. That's what I just said a little while ago. I said some of them used to be bad boys.
all they do is just get pumped and dumped.
I think some do, but I think more girls like nice guys.
I'm in between.
Women do not like nice guys. If they did, they'll have.
Why does you gotta women that you're talking about? Yes, but I don't like when somebody asks somebody a question and then somebody tells you no and this is the answer. If somebody say yes, hey, oh, she's late for class, but okay. If somebody says yes, why would you tell them no? That's the only problem I have. I don't like when people ask me a question and then you're gonna give the answer too. Don't ask me the damn question. That's what I'm saying. That I don't like that. I don't like that, Caroline. Don't ask me a question. I give you an answer, but you're gonna say, oh no. But women, no, you ask me the question. If you're gonna ask me a question, ask me a question. I'm gonna give you the answer. But if you want to come back with no, but women, no, you're talking to a singular person right here. You're not talking to a plural person. You're talking to a singular person. So don't ask me no damn questions. He said every time one say yes, he corrected them. Hey, mother love, how you doing, beautiful? Nigga, you and mother love, but y'all was on a date or something. Both of y'all popping at the same time.
Hey, mother love. Hey, everybody in the chat.
Yeah, but I hate when people do that. When they ask you a question and no, they don't. No, you don't. I just said yeah, but you really mean no. Oh, that is such a turn off. I don't think I will want to speak to you anymore. I want to hit 9, right? Number 9 up.
Mm-hmm.
I hit her up with a thing. I said I'm proud of you, but I'm dying to ask her that question though. I need to know. Before I'm only saying that in case I forget, and you may have to remind me. I want to know what was her feeling.
Oh, I already know your question.
I want to know, was it murder?
What went through your mind when that woman said that she was gonna slap you?
No, I F her up.
Yeah, she's gonna slap. Same thing.
I need to know when just the whole entire thing. But showing a mission.
What is this you showing? It says all women like bad boys. Dark truths of their mental illness.
Yeah, but I'm doing my response on it.
Okay.
So he's saying what he's saying, and that was what I'm saying. Every time a woman said no, yes they do. So I say no, they're lying, they're capping. So why you asking? Matter of fact, you're not even the one that's doing the daggone
interview, right?
You showing the video of them doing the interview. So I was oh God. All right, here we go.
Have one and they would be in a stable relationship.
I like guys who treat me well, but they also give me time to miss them.
Now, when she says she likes guys, she wants guys to miss them, to miss her. She want to be able to miss a guy. What she's typically saying is she want chaos, confusion, and danger.
That's not what she's saying. gosh. Missing mean you I don't call you for a day or two. Hey, how you doing, boo? She's saying I don't want to be smothered. Even if you're in the same household, even with your own kids or whoever, nobody wants to be smothered. Somebody said, boy, Dwayne said, boss lady in the house. Boss lady. She'll be back.
Because here's the thing. If you're in a relationship, you're supposed to see the person. You're supposed to interact with the person. So her saying she want to be in a relationship where she can miss the guy, that's a guy that's literally in the streets, right? Just being a player, sleeping around with 1,000 different women, treating her bad to the point where he's never around, to the point where she's calling him, begging him, please, where you at? How come we don't see each other? She loved drama. You know what I mean?
No.
And these women think this is a game. They really think this is a game.
Girls go more towards bad guys. They're definitely immediately attracted to them.
I guess there's something like attractive about it.
Notice that they said it. Most women are attracted to these bad boys. They gravitate towards that. They love that. Let's listen.
I have no clue. It's just appealing.
It's appealing. It's appealing to these women. Modern women love danger. They love chaos.
I don't know why. It like puts them out of their comfort zone.
It puts them out of their comfort zone.
Girls like to be, I guess, checked sometimes.
Girls like to be checked sometime, this woman said. So basically, checked mean abused and beaten.
That's not what that
Do you
means.
see people? You can't make this stuff up.
No.
You can't make this stuff.
No, you can't put a meaning there neither. Check sometime. You cannot put a whole meaning of check does not mean abused and beaten. That is
Man,
not
that is
what that means.
crazy. He
Yeah,
got his own analogy. He putting words in people's mouth. He's not a woman. So there's no way that he can translate what a woman means when they say something, because you're not a woman.
Exactly. But I still like him because he going on men. We was praising him when he was going on men. Just to show the men I keep a open opportunity for both. But being checked sometime with a smile, and she got a pretty smile. That does not mean beat up and abused. That means
that girl don't look like she done been beaten up or abused.
Exactly.
Life.
She meant by come here. Yo, you better be quiet, girl. That type of check. She didn't say abuse and being used. That didn't come out her mouth. She said that with a smile. So she ain't talking about no ass whipping with no smile. She got books in her pocketbook. She worked. She got her ID. Hanging off her lap. She doing things with herself. Where would you get abused from? That means she would have to leave that good job that she has. Lord, he spun that whole table to make that dumb ass comment.
For real, brown
He's like,
girl.
Lars, Kevin. But this is the way the world is now. I tell you.
Which pill is he?
He's none. He just does commentary on both women and men. Because the last one we saw, he was talking about the men. He was on the point. But sometimes I'm doing my commentary on it. He's doing what he's saying. I'm doing what I think. And I'm trying to tell you. Well, I ain't going the way back. Y'all gonna have to catch the rewind. But
Up. She said girls want to be checked sometime. It's one thing for a brother, right? If a sister's off, to correct her, to verbally speak to her in a manner to make her know that she's wrong. When this young lady says checked, she's talking about a guy grabbing her, abusing her, and all of that.
Huh? I didn't hear that. I don't know what type of check.
Know what she talking about? Where was you at?
Let me go get her number, girl. Hello. When you with a pretty smile like that, would you say you want somebody to punch you in the face? She said no, she ain't say all that.
Look at that little teeny tiny lady. Who you think been punching on her?
No,
She
he's saying
ain't been
that.
let nobody
He's
punch
saying
on her.
she's saying that's what she wants. I
I
didn't
know,
hear
but
that.
she ain't
Oh.
she don't look like she even had nobody pulling on her weave and all that.
That could be her here. That could be her here now. Regardless if it's bought here
It's
or
hers.
if it's bought or it's not, it don't matter. Don't pull it.
It ain't been pulled on. It look like it's well put together.
Uh-huh.
Her clothes look intact. I don't see no bruises on her
And
legs,
that
her chest, her
smile,
neck, or
yeah.
nothing.
That's what I said. She smiled. Not with no smile like that. She wants somebody to show. You could tell her spirit, within her spirit, it's she doesn't mean she mean a man with a backbone. That's not that she can't just run over.
Run
That's what
over
she's
and
saying.
yeah.
I don't know about that. All that. What she said?
We know what she mean because we're women.
No, I'm agree. We didn't. She didn't say nothing about grab you around the neck and get close to make sure she tell him the truth before he carries you to bed.
Oh my goodness.
What in the world? Don't ask me. Oh man, Lord knows I was trying to do something on the other side, but it was nothing I wanted to see. Oh, that Tahaka came out with another one. I'll probably play that in the morning. This one, okay, let's go.
She loved that. They love it. This is madness. This is what you call mental illness right here.
They really want a more independent guy to like them.
When they say independent, they really don't know what they're talking about. All this, they want an independent guy to like them. It makes no sense when she say that, because to be independent, it just doesn't make any logical sense. Bad boys and thugs are not independent. If she mean independent as independent that he don't need or is not dependent upon anyone, then what she's saying is she's attracted to a man that don't want her.
Oh,
that's what she's saying. She is attracted to men that don't want her. And this is true. Most and the majority of women, modern women, desire men that don't want them. Men that don't need them.
Y'all can step
They
in
love
at
that.
any time and say something.
For them, it's a challenge. Listen in.
Presents more of a challenge.
Notice that. She said it presents more of a challenge. Why would a woman want a challenge?
That's my headache medicine.
Why would a woman want to get with a man only to be in some
I
sort of
just
game?
took mine
Why?
literally just now.
Why would a woman get with a man and feel like it's a challenge for her? A challenge for what? I'll tell you. A challenge to see if she can turn the bad boy into a good brother. Mental illness at its best. You can't make this up, people.
Uh-oh, I got some coffee.
It's a bit more fun.
It's exciting and it's a little
coffee.
more fun. Did you
Thank
see
you
this
for the
madness?
coffee.
Women love
Caroline,
danger. That's
thank
what they
you,
love. They don't
Caroline.
like peace. They don't like harmony. They got to have danger. Let's go.
Something appealing about the danger.
Wow.
They tend to be more confident.
Thank you,
Notice
Caroline.
that they appeal to danger, and they believe that these so-called thugs and gangsters and bad boys are confident. That's madness.
Huh?
More masculine.
This is the guy I was
They
telling you
believe
about
that
a
these
while
particular
ago.
type of thugs are more.
Which guy?
This guy that's talking. I remember this interview now.
I played another of his videos. You now remembering him?
Yeah.
Okay.
It just hit me.
Oh, okay.
Or masculine. What makes a man who is abusive towards a woman more masculine? What make a man more masculine because he's selling drugs and shooting guns? What make a man masculine if he's degrading women, calling them out of their name and abusing them? How does that make him masculine? It's very clear that the modern woman don't even understand what a man is, because most of these women never had a father figure. They didn't have a real man in the house showing them what a man is supposed to be, or else they would have never been attracted to these thugs and bad boys. Let's go.
And more sure of themselves.
So you're telling me that a thug, a bad boy is more assured of himself over a good man who have quality? Do you see the mental illness? They're basically saying that a good brother, a man that got his mind right, that he's not assured of himself. Does that make any logical sense? So the good brother who actually have a job, a career, a business, right? He's not assured of himself. That's what you're telling me? Mental illness, people. Can't make this stuff up.
That edge, you know?
Notice that they want a guy with some edge.
So what you trying to say? All us women is sick, but then y'all should just leave us alone and do what that man said to do. What's his name? Do what Kevin Samuels said. Men, y'all all be with men then. Fuck it. You know, let's go right ahead. Cause see, what y'all men gotta remember. I'm waiting for the abuse too. Boss lady pass out. I just was taking my headache pills. Well, how many headache pills you taking? Pass them. They said pass them around.
I'm passing. Girl, what you doing?
I want the ones you got. I just took mine. I want some of the ones you got too. I didn't say pass. I'm just reading what they saying in the chat. They said, boss lady pass out the headache.
There we go. Hey, everybody put their hand out.
I didn't say nothing. That was them. Don't put me in the closet. So, you know, so if we all have mental health, all of us modern women, then don't bother with us. Go on to the man, like Kevin Samuelson told y'all to do. Let's just kiss and say goodbye. I would love to have like an average person video, an average person combo, but that don't sell. You got to be at either one of them extremes. You got to be. And that's crazy. That's crazy. I look for an average video, right? A video with like an average working people video. Average. Do you know there's none, boss lady? There are none. Unless it's in the 60s. I'm like, damn, they don't have people like what happened to like the nice fire? At least have the firemen. They look all nice. And a lot of these shows, you got firemen, the police. Nobody has regular average conversations. Where are the average brothers? Because we know that all of y'all ain't making six figures and better. I know that for a fact. I don't care what they say about my black men. A lot you got more or less of them. You don't have too many making six figures and better. You have more that are regular average Joes.
Exactly. Weird, because if all these six-figure fellas, they would have been, in our.
If it was more six-figure men out there, you and these videos would not exist because you could have the nicest women ever. See, this is how you know them videos be a bunch of bullshit. If you have more men, we forgot Caroline is the one that give out the medicine. Caroline, Dr. Reverend, the Reverend Doctor. Oh, you wasn't there this morning. We gave out some.
I was.
No, you wasn't when we gave out
the
new name.
Dr. Bishop.
No.
Caroline. I was there. It was with Alien. Yeah, I was there.
No, it was this morning. No. It was yesterday morning. Right. We all have moved up in the world now. Now we chefs.
I'm tired of you saying I was absent when I wasn't. I'm getting kind of tired of that.
I said I'm sorry. I said I was sorry. I said now we chefs. See, we chefs too now. So we meant to tell you we added some more to our belt. So I wonder what else we're gonna be after we watch Kombucha Bay tomorrow. I wonder what else gonna be added to the belt. What else is gonna be added to our belt? Shit, if they could all put these titles on their names, why we can't put it on our names? Shit, what the hell? And we could get fake name. Who the heck? You could tell we know their birth name is not Inky or something like that. So one had Inky something. I'm like, that's a straight up.
Stinky Inky. Stinky Inky.
He might as well he could get one in the schools he got his doctor from took any name.
They call him Dead Man Stinky Inky.
Well, hey, he got a degree, so in that name, he got it, and he probably got it. He could have got it in that name. That's how easy it is. So, basically, we got another doctor. Remember, we had a Dr. Amira.
Mm-hmm.
See how we gonna put doctor in front of our name now? I know how to make creams and no herbs and stuff too. You know.
Disappearing Dr. Amira.
Wow.
Invisible Dr. Amira.
Well, I'm just saying she got doctor in her name. Oh, waiting. Oh, they waiting. Okay, we sorry. They waiting.
Edge. A guy with some edge. Notice how she's laughing and giggling. Let's see how that laughing and giggling look when you got 4 kids by 4 different men and your children are hungry and there's no man in your life. Let's keep that same energy.
What?
Let's keep that same smile, thinking this is a game.
But I thought you told them to have a lot of babies.
They like men to be different. So they don't want a good man. They don't want that.
Somebody's just nice all the time. It's almost like, all right. I'm
Notice that somebody that's nice all the time is like, all right, like, oh, this is boring.
sick of being like bossy all the time. Like, stand up to me, you know?
So they want a man to stand up to her. Notice what women want, brothers. Women want a man that's going to stand up to her
and
to grab her, abuse her, take advantage of her.
That's
what
not
she
what
wants.
she said.
This is crazy.
That's not what she said.
Why do you want a man to stand up to you?
That's
because
not
you're
what
on
she
some
said.
BS. They want a man
Oh my
that they
gosh.
can push his buttons to the point that the man will grab them and check them and say, look, you ain't going to do that to me, and restrain her and choke her out. That's basically what these women are asking for.
When did she say that?
This is crazy.
This
Look at
is
her
crazy.
Mental
This is
illness
crazy.
at its best.
When
They
did she
want
say
the
that?
love of demons.
Well, when did she
This is
say
crazy.
that?
I don't want someone soft.
She don't want someone soft.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
for sure. More things
More
to,
edge. There's
yeah.
that dynamic.
Why do you
Notice that she says she don't want a man that's soft. So in her mind, a
Oh,
guy that's
God.
a good guy, a nice guy, a decent quality man. Women today, modern women believe that if
He ain't
you're
your
a good
spot.
man, you are soft. Then when these women end up in these abusive relationships full of domestic violence, now they call in the cops.
I don't remember none of them
You
saying
can't make
beat
this
up.
stuff up, people. You can't make this stuff up.
None of them girls
girls
mentioned
like
beat
bad
up.
boys?
Because they're so eccentric.
Now, he just said the reason why these women like bad boys is because they're so eccentric, which means these women just have a lot of bad behavior. They
What?
make bad decisions.
That's
they're
not what a
strange. They really are out of order, and they really don't understand what they're doing.
Girls don't like
Wait,
nice
hold
guys.
on.
Notice the brother. He said girls don't like nice guys.
They want a bad boy.
I don't think we've ever liked a bad boy.
I'm not into
Now,
or
why she
attracted
call
to
them
bad
liars?
guys. I think they're jerks and they don't know how to treat women well. I think women should be treated with
Now
respect.
watch
Always
this.
the good girls that like bad boys.
She said it's always the good girls that like bad boys. Take notes. Take notes.
But you just got finished saying the bad girls wanted to, you kept calling us all type of names before and said we wanted the bad guy. You didn't call us a good girl then. But let me tell you what the joke of the day is, boss lady.
Hmm.
The girl sitting up there, the mocha chick,
Mm-hmm.
and she had people on the live today, and it was somebody asked about TKO, and she was like, well, who is he? I never heard of him. You know who he is? And then they were like, she was like, was he a star, a celebrity or something? And then, hey, Tammy. And then she was like, well, then I don't know him. So then the next girl said, yeah, you know, he be on here, but he's irrelevant. This girl broke on her. I said, is he on TV or have you met him or some type of entertainer? Yo, that was the funniest shit ever. I should have showed that. That's how funny it was. She didn't know what the word irrelevant meant. It means he's a nobody. She was agreeing with you, chick. You just didn't know what the word irrelevant meant. And she
Oh,
said,
irrelevant,
right,
irrelevant.
the girl says he's irrelevant. And then she still sit up there arguing with the lady and be like, trick the girl, shit, he's irrelevant. That means he's a nobody. That was the funniest clip I've seen ever, but I don't want to go and get it from that person. I don't want to take it from their channel. But that shit was funny as heck. I wanted to pee on myself. I was I she said she was in the military. I don't know what military she was in.
Okay, because she dumb as a rock.
Good night, Dwayne. Thank you for coming in and joining us.
Good
Thank
night, brother, Dr.
you.
Dwayne.
Oh, I forgot. Doctor Dwayne, the minister, Very Rev, Dwayne Green. Oh, gosh. Let's finish hearing about how we like to get beat up and stuff. Let's finish hearing about that. Because obviously that's all what we like, right? Okay. And then he noticed he said the word, we like to push their buttons. Can't nobody push your buttons? Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go.
I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So
good night, sweetheart. Good night. And you was on cue, boss lady.
Yeah, you think I'll be paying attention? I'll be paying attention. Except when my boyfriend be on, sometimes I'll be sidetracked.
I know. Hey, Tracy. How you doing, love? Thank you all for popping in.
Brothers, so that you don't waste time out here with these modern women. Because I'm telling you, you thinking that these ladies that claim that they're good, listen, man, when a woman says she a good woman, I don't even hear that, bro. I look at her actions. How you a good woman and you don't got no husband?
He's on
How
right
you a
now.
good woman but you don't got no quality man in your life? How you a good woman, you're around a bunch of quality men, but you don't gravitate towards them? You ain't no good woman. You just like the rest of the modern women who out here interested in thugs, bums, gangsters with no jobs, men who abuse and beat women. Those are the kind of men you modern women love. You don't want order. You don't want decency. You want chaos. You
know, this man is live right now doing a video stating modern women are full of the darkness. You would have to let me know about the traditional woman. You can't. What's a traditional woman?
What? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, but I can't show that because he's preparing it right now. I'm just gonna go in there and say hello.
Confusion. That's what you enjoy. You enjoy the pleasure of confusion.
All girls like bad boys. Oh,
She said all girls love bad boys.
girls like bad boys.
Oh, wow.
But I don't think that's what they're actually looking for.
It's never a good idea, but
Notice that she said it's never a good idea, which means the modern woman know that her getting involved with this particular type of man, it's not a good idea. They know it's not a good idea, but they do it anyway because they like the thrill. They get a thrill out of this. It's amusing to them. Just knowing that they got a man who they know would whoop their behind if they get out of order. It makes them feel good. When they talk to their friend and they're like, girl, your man crazy. And she like, yeah, girl, I know he'll kill me. They like that madness. They love it. When their man tell them stuff like, if you leave me, I'm going to kill you.
We
they
didn't say
like
that.
type of madness.
Hell no,
It's
we
crazy.
Live.
You can't make this stuff up, people.
we don't know better until it's over.
Wow, 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 wow. She said we don't know better till it's over.
Bad boys.
Girls like bad boys. All girls like bad boys.
Oh, wow.
But I don't think
I
that's
don't
what
know
they're
about
actually
that.
looking for.
It's never a good idea, but we don't know better until it's over.
She said we don't know better till it is over. We don't know better till it's over. To all of you modern women in the clouds, you know what you're doing, but you won't know better until it's over, until that man whoop your tail, abuse you and beat you and leave you with babies broken, destroyed, mentally unstable. That is when you're gonna think about having a good
Okay,
man.
so that's what you think about doing to women, huh?
What a shame. You can't make this stuff
So
up,
we know
people.
to stay
Bad
away from
boys
your ass.
don't tend to stick around that long.
Wow, bad boys don't tend to stick around that long. And you women are wondering why you got 2, 3, 4, 5 kids by different men.
No, he didn't
Because
stick
you
around
keep
that
choosing
long.
the bad boy. Bad
Shit,
boys don't
the
stick
good
around
boys
too
don't stick
long.
around
So why
either.
do you
Shit.
gravitate towards them? Because you're suffering from mental illness. That's why.
Oh, now you a
You
doctor.
are gravitating towards a man that you know is no good, and you know he's not going to stick around. You know you can't tame him. You know he's all over the block, all over the street. He got 1,000 different women. He's never faithful to you. You know this, but you enjoy it. It makes you feel good to know that he's cheating on you, abusing you. You love
But
it.
damn, we not human. We have no feelings. We love
You get
it.
a thrill out of this.
Well, leave us alone.
You
Shit.
get a thrill out of it, man. This is
I don't know
crazy.
about all that.
A lot of them are stuck in like perpetual childhood. They don't want to grow up.
Notice that. They're stuck in perpetual childhood and don't want to grow up. But that's what you
The
ladies
modern
love.
woman date like a
This
savage.
is crazy, man.
Yo, what is
This
that?
is crazy.
After a little while, it gets old.
Changing up.
She said after a little while, it gets old.
A couple times, I think they do learn. I agree with that.
Notice that.
Stuck in like perpetual childhood. They don't want to grow
Listen.
up.
After a little while, it gets old.
Getting their heart broken a couple times, I think they do learn. I agree with that.
Notice what she said. Getting their hearts broken a couple of times, then they will learn.
Well, that part
Why?
is that's the only part
Why,
that's true.
ladies? Why do it take you? Why do it take you losing your virginity to the devil, getting ran through by 40 men, getting pregnant out of wedlock by multiple guys, having babies out of wedlock, being destroyed mentally, having a bunch of baggage to carry, all of this, getting your heart broken 1,000 times, right? Then, only then is when you realize you need a good man.
You guys hit the like button. Hit the like button, please.
That's called mental illness. Because you really want the love of demons. You don't want the love of God. You don't want the love of the Most High. And you definitely don't want a righteous man.
I think it's like a one-time thing. I think you think it's like fun at first and then it just sucks at.
She said they think it's fun at first, but then it sucks later. Do you see that? So what this really says about modern women, it literally says that they're evil.
Exactly,
That's what
Caroline.
it says. So if you're a modern woman, you have a choice to make. Do you want to be evil or do you want to be good? Which one? Because at this point, it's very clear that you got to be evil. Because if you only are choosing men that are toxic, men that are no good, because you love danger and you love the thrill and the excitement of dealing with a thug, a demon, you love that. You love being abused, right?
Why they gotta be a demon,
But then later in
though?
life, when you had enough, now all of a sudden you want to switch your cards and now you want a good man. That's because you have a lot of mental illness and you are suffering from demonic oppression and possession.
Huh?
Let's go.
If you're heartbroken enough by enough bad boys, you move on.
Notice that you get your heart broken enough by a certain amount of bad boys, then you move on. But who do you move on to?
But hey, y'all don't
Now
want us
all of a
no more,
sudden
so
you want to
don't
move
worry
on to
about
that
it.
good brother.
What if y'all don't
So you're
want us?
telling
Why
me
worry about
after
it?
you got used up, vagina used up, your mouth used up, your soul used up, everything about your body is used up. Now all of a sudden now you want to come to the good brother.
Okay, the question is, and I hear this too much, right? I know we demon possessed, right?
Well, I got news for him. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
No, but the question is, though, you're right
Yes.
about that. But the question is, and I hear this too many times, after the woman get the bad guys, now they want the good guy. The question is, why is it, if the good guys are so good, why are they available? If they so good, why after we did all this demonic stuff, all this mental health stuff,
Yeah, they sitting back waiting on us.
they sat back to wait on us, right? Y'all have to explain that to me. So why are they available, and why didn't they pick a good girl? It doesn't matter what we want. The point is, how did we get them? How did uh Ciara end up getting Russell, whatever his name is? Because obviously something was wrong in his relationship too. So how are these good men sitting? All the good men been taken by the good women? Because you talking about, so y'all sit back and y'all just wait for us? Thank you. You're so kind. You're so kind. And aren't they kind to wait for us though through all our demonic stuff, boss lady? Wasn't they nice?
Oh, thank you very much,
They're
sir.
so sweet. Thank you. They waited for us.
We needed y'all.
I know, right? You knew we was gonna come to our senses, right? So you just sat there and just waited for us. You didn't experience no life. You never had no. So matter of fact, all y'all virgins, right? Y'all ain't never had no woman.
No, because they good guys and they've been sitting back waiting for the good woman.
Yeah, so they sat back to virgin and everything. You didn't know they was virgins? Because they didn't do nothing in between the time. They didn't do nothing. They did nothing. Women just played them. And they ain't gonna get played. Oh my God. Yo, some of this stuff you gotta laugh at, boss lady. You gotta laugh at it. You got to laugh at it. You gotta laugh at it. It's too funny. We should carry on.
That's very offensive. I find that to be very offensive and very, very damning and shameful. That after you went out there and destroyed your entire life, now you see fit to come to a good brother. Now you want to give the good brother the time of day. Now you want to be humble. Now you want to take your time and get to know a man.
Women are all
because
women
you done
the same.
been
Test their
destroyed.
spirits. Don't
Now
test
you realize
mine.
the errors of your ways. But it's too late.
The errors.
It's too late for
late.
most of you modern women.
It's too late.
Because when you finally try to come to the good brother, at that point, he don't want you. And I don't blame him. Why would he take you in for? For what?
I think after the initial appeal wears off and women see what they're really dealing with, they get over it pretty quickly.
Now you see that again? Once the appeal of it wears off, once they realize that they've been through hell and hot waters, now they want to move on to the good brother. Do you see how life is, brothers? So when you see these sisters out here, they looking real good and they're not giving you the time of day, it's because she's right now in what is known as the hoe phase, where she's only interested in thugs.
Oh, we in the hoe phase.
Bad boys.
We in
she
the
don't
hoe
care about
phase.
anything of quality.
Wow.
She say she want a good man. She say she want a good man to treat her right. She say she want to be treated like a princess. All of that is lies.
Lies.
She want to be abused. She want her hair pulled. She want to get slapped around. She want to get abused. She want domestic violence. She want drama. She love the chaos. She want the trauma. She want to cry. She want to be able to cry to her friends about you. She love it. She want to be up late night eating ice cream and eating bonbons, thinking about you because you never come around and she's lonely.
Okay.
She want that.
Because that's what I want.
The chaos.
I want to get abused so I can call you.
But it's only until she hit that breaking point when she been through so much abuse that she realized that, you know what, it ain't worth it no more. Let me go find myself a good
I'll be
man.
ready.
And don't forget, you can call me crying too now.
If she's lucky, she may end up with one. But in most cases, most women don't recover from this mental illness. It continues on and on and on, because now what happens is she begins to go after the good brothers, but the good brothers don't want her. So she got to resort back to the abuse of various men. And what this does, it makes her go deeper into depression. And now she get abused even more by more toxic men, to the point where she may end up losing her life to these men. She may end up losing her children to these men. And there have been a lot of cases of women that have been so abused in relationships that the baby father or the man that she with end up taking her out and her kids out. Let's go.
I don't think there's an age. I think it's just like an amount of experiences with them, and then you're just like, I'm done.
Notice that she have to have a lot of experiences with thugs, goons, bad boys, and then she's done, brothers. Notice that. Notice Satan got to dig her soul out to the point where she realized, I had enough. I'm done. Now I want a good man. Now think about this, ladies, especially you ladies in the clouds. Your vagina been given to all these men. Your body, your soul. After you done had kids, your womb, the precious parts of your body given to the worst possible men. You brought life into the world. Life from the seeds of darkness. Men that are no good. Now all of a sudden, you're expecting a good man to take you in, wife you up. You, in most cases, believe that you're wife material, even though you got a pack of kids, drama, baggage, hurt, pain, mental illness, and so forth. But yet, you try to hold yourself as this high-value woman, knowing that your market value is all the way on the bottom, knowing you got mental illness, knowing you got all these issues, but yet you'll try to make a good man feel guilty if he don't accept you with all of your baggage. When you know good and well that that thug wouldn't have given you the time of day if you were destroyed the way you are now. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
I need to move on.
You would hope so, but I don't think so.
Wow.
I don't think they do.
Now, she says she don't think they do. She don't think they would move on because most women don't move on. You know what I'm saying? It takes a woman nearly half her life to finally get it and realize that she's messing up and she needs to settle down with a good man. For most women, it takes them getting to the age of 45, 50 before they realize they need a good man. And by the time you turn those ages, in most cases, you're not going to find a man. Because at that point, you're pretty much washed up already. At that point, and if you really be honest, ladies, at that point, you're pretty much washed up. Your body is washed up. You got a pile of kids. Most of these guys don't want to have nothing to do with your kids. You already done know that.
Thank you.
You know this.
Thank you.
But yet you act like you don't understand this. And then you try to blame the new guy for not wanting to accept you and all your kids as if though that's the way life is supposed to be. I mean, let's think about this, ladies. Would you accept you? If you were a man, would you accept you with all of your kids, baggage, problems, mental illness, and so forth, and a history of multiple men that ran through you, left you, pumped and dumped you? Would you accept a woman like you? Answer that question. I want to know.
Would you want your mama to grow old alone? Would you want your mama, if she made a mistake, to grow old alone, and you'll say to her, "Hey, I'm mom, you deserve to be by yourself"? Do you think that a man deserves to be old by himself? Them kids only stay small, but for so long. And by the time the men get with their kids, they some get with them when they have toddlers, but majority of men get with women when a kid is about 8, 9, or 10. You might come across some that get them as toddlers, but majority of them get them when they're 8, 9, and 10. And next thing you know, the child is out the house. Some get them when their kids are older, but nobody, y'all can say that all y'all want. Men get with women the same way men change, women change. So there's no hope for the men that was ex-whores who pumped and dumped these women. There's no redemption for them. It's redemption for them, but no redemption for us. Because see, when you go meet your maker, ain't no gender war, baby. When we all go meet our maker, there is no gender war. No, he goes against Kevin Samuels, actually. It may not sound like it, but it's a lot of his videos, he's going at Kevin Samuels. I mean, if you check his page out, he goes at Kevin Samuels. But I know it sounds like he doesn't, but My thing is, it's somebody for everybody. By the time kids get grown people, they meet up too. He don't say, well, you got 6 kids. All my kids, if all your kids are grown and they on their own, why would they care how many kids you have? You got, so y'all getting the age of these women mixed up. Y'all think by the time we 30 and 40 years old, we still walking around with babies. Ringo TV is on the screen, baby. It's on the screen. So you forget, no, our kids is grown or damn near grown. Saying, what about your kids? Where's your kids at? Because at my age, I know if I got kids, I know at your age, you got kids too. Because I know for a fact, all of y'all didn't marry y'all baby mamas. So I'm not allowed to have nobody. But he can have kids and have a baby mama and a bunch of kids, and he could just get any pick of the litter. It don't go like that. When you go, that's why you don't let these gender wars, men, not women, don't let these gender wars make you think that you're going to get up into them pearly gates. Y'all better stop being whoremongers and stuff, which he did say that about you guys, but he need to speak upon that more, because you got more whoremonger men than what you have women. And then you got to ask these men, why do they like bad girls? And then you got to ask these men, if it is a good girl, why would they step in her life and destroy it? Now, if he's bad and she bad, okay. But if you know that's a good girl, why would you destroy it? At least a woman would say, well, you're a nice guy, meet a nice girl. You don't hear men say, well, you're a nice girl, unless they are already was cheating on you. Then it's, oh, you so nice, you need to meet a nice man. But everybody got redemption but the woman, right? Everybody got redemption but the woman.
I want to know, modern woman, would you accept you in your dysfunctional state? If you were a man who got yourself together, you got your money, you got your house, you got your car, you're stable, would you accept a woman like yourself knowing that you're out of order and dysfunctional? I guarantee you ladies would not want a woman like yourself. So why do you expect a quality man to accept you? Why? You don't want to obey him. You don't want to cook for him. You don't want to cater to him. You don't want to love him. You don't respect him, but you're expecting him to take you in with all your kids and take care of you and buy you X, Y, and Z and a Birkin bag. You're out of your mind, man. You got to be out of your mind. But this is what's going on in today's day, ladies and gentlemen. This is what us brothers got to deal with. This is why, as a righteous man, you got to get to know a woman. You got to get to know where she stands, where she is. Because the majority of them brothers is just like this. They only want the wicked brother. They only want a brother who's a bad boy. She want the love of demons. She do. The love of demons. She loved to be caressed by devils. She loved to be loved by demons. She want a demon to have sex with her. She want to be on the edge. She want to experience danger. She want to be with a man that would take her life if she get out of order. She love it. She really do. Let's go.
They like it.
I think the bad boys go out of being bad. The nice guys will come out on the top in the end.
No, we really don't. We don't come out as the winners in the end, because in the end, we lose. Just like in the beginning, we lose. Because once you've been ran through by the whole team and destroyed, why would we even waste our time dealing with all the baggage, the trauma and the drama and everything else that comes with it? Some of you sisters, most of you modern women are so toxic that a new guy can't even come around you because your ex is still hovering around you talking about, if you get with any other guy, I'm gonna kill him. That's how toxic your life is. That your baby daddy don't want you to be around no other man. You gotta literally hide if you're in a relationship with another man, because if your baby daddy find out, he gonna want to beef with the new man. What kind of toxic woman are you? That another brother's life is in danger if he get near you. That's crazy.
But you have to go through a couple bad guys first.
Notice that she said you got to go through a couple of bad guys first in order to wake up. Modern women have to go through hell and hot waters. This is
Okay,
sad.
so where
To get to that point, so I don't know. I guess they just
Hold on.
patient.
I think
Hold
someone's
on,
there for
hold
you and sweet and smart.
What you were saying, Queen?
I said, well, where's all the good guys whilst we going through all these bad guys?
That's what I said. That's the same thing I said.
Yeah. Where are they at? That we got to find these bad guys.
I don't know.
Where's all these good guys hiding? Because we looking, but we finding the bad guys.
I don't know. I don't know. Crazy. Hey, Truly. What type of men are there to still keep her held hostage? I don't know. I don't know.
Has, a lot of different interests is more appealing.
She say that's more appealing, all that goody good stuff, after she been ran through and destroyed by multiple bad guys.
Huh?
Then they want the guy that has an education and a
I
business
didn't
and
hear
a
all
job.
that.
But not early on in her prime. She do not want that. She want to be destroyed first.
Always a phase.
She said it's a phase.
We're gonna go through phases, totally.
I hope so. You can't be a bad boy when you're like 38. You'll probably be in jail.
Notice that she said you can't be a bad boy when you're like 30 because you'll be in jail, which proved that the modern women enjoy danger and men that are committing crimes, violence, and so forth. This is a fact. You can't make this up.
Want somebody that's like, in the suit, in the tie, going to work.
She said later on, I guess after you done had your phase, you would want a guy that's in a suit and a tie that's going to work. All of that is BS because they still don't want that even after they get out of that phase. Brothers, this is truth that I'm spitting here. The modern woman do not want a good man. Do you understand me? If a woman truly wanted a good man, she would gravitate towards you instantly. It's not that hard to figure out who are the good men from who are the bad men.
How's it?
You understand?
Let us know.
Women do not hit up brothers in the DM that are good men.
Let us know.
They
How you
hit
know?
up men that are wicked.
How you know that?
Facts.
That can support you, things like that.
In reality, you want more educated ones that have a life ahead of them. I think they kind of grow out of it. I think it's more of a maturity thing. Like when you're young, you like the adventure and like being able to just kind of let go. But when you get older, you want someone who's more stable.
Notice that, ladies and gentlemen, when you're younger, you want to be able to just do what you want, just live on the edge. But when you get older, do you see my point now? These modern women are wicked as hell, brothers. She just basically confessed. When these women are young in their prime, they love danger. They love getting ran through. They want to have all the sex with all the different guys. They want to get pumped and dumped. They want to feel the abuse. They want to go through hell. They really do, right? But when you
want to go through hell? Oh,
when they hit the wall, when they're out of their prime, when they're post-menopause, that is when they want stability. That is when they want to act like they're good women, brothers. Listen.
And more dependable.
And the good guys then marry everybody. Everyone that's married is always usually good. I would hope.
Bad guys always have some really sweet, soft story as to why they're the way they are.
Yeah.
And good guys are just like...
Notice he said good guys are like, Do you see the disrespect? Do you see, brothers? The modern women do not want good brothers. They don't want righteous brothers. They don't want brothers that are on their square doing what they're supposed to do. They totally reject the idea of being with a good brother. This is why these women are always cheated on. This is why these women are always abused. This is why they all suffer from post-traumatic stress and disorder. This is why. Because of the type of men they continually deal with. They constantly deal with toxic men. They despise good brothers. They despise you brothers. They don't want to be around you. They hate the idea of you being around. For you, it's boring. They don't want their friends to be introduced to you. They want their friends to see them with a thug, a gangster, a goon, a bad boy. Not a righteous boy, not a righteous guy, not a guy that quotes scriptures, not a guy that followed the Most High. In their eyes, you gotta be boring. But the sad part is, if they were to ever experience a man like you, that's gonna be the time they're gonna realize, all this time, I've been thinking that the good brother was lame. When the truth be told, the lame brother is actually the thug.
I don't know about all that.
Sad.
I don't know about all that.
I try to be nice, but that doesn't work. I didn't really get the girls that way. So after a while, I started robbing the girls that I wanted to date, and turns out, they love me.
Wow, did you hear that, ladies?
No.
This brother said that trying to be nice to women, he never really got them. They didn't want that. When he was a nice guy, trying to be polite, trying to be nice, courteous, kind, loving, women didn't gravitate towards that. But when he started to rob the women that he wanted, all of a sudden they love him. That's exactly the truth. Brothers, hear the game.
That don't even make sense.
The modern woman today, the modern woman, the majority of all women, brothers, literally, all women, hear me clear, all women are completely backwards.
Well, we backwards too,
Listen.
boss lady.
Women today
I thought I walked,
will not gravitate
I walked ahead,
towards
but
you
now I know we
when
backwards.
you're nice. This brother literally had to change to fit in order to get girls.
He changed.
Because the nice guy role was not working for him. It was not attracting the women. But when he switched up his game and began to act like a goon, like a thug, like a bad boy, all of a sudden it got the women's attention, and now they wanted to be around him.
I don't know. No,
that is the way it is today.
On a robber.
If you really want women to gravitate towards you at an alarming rate, you would have to be a thug, gangster, bad boy, holding a gun, thugging, wilding out. You would have to be that guy because they're going to love that. For them, that's mysterious.
I mean, none of my men was like that, and they was terrible.
But if you're a good guy, they're not going to want
all
that.
of them I've thought were
They're
good.
not
I ain't
attracted to
never,
that.
I don't know about
They
that.
want a guy that's abusive. A lot of these women that are in abusive relationships right now, women that came out of abusive relationships, trust and believe, when she got into that relationship with that guy, it was thrillful at one point.
Trust
it was a
and
thrilling
believe.
moment.
That's not the
being
trust
around
and
that
believe.
goon, that thug. She felt a sense of security, but when he started to whoop her tail and do it all the time, and then reality struck in her and she realized this is toxic, this is not cool, I'm not having no fun, it's not funny anymore. Now she realized she made a bad decision. And it's sad that a man can be a good man and he have to resort to trying to be a bad boy in order to get women. That's sad. That is sad, man. It's sad to be a man that's a good man and you got to try to act like you a thug in order to make women look at you. Nah, I don't recommend none of you brothers do that. I don't recommend none of you quality brothers change your tune in order to please a woman to make her like you. Surely she ain't good enough for you. So why would you even try to compromise your personality, who you are as a man, your integrity, to attract women? Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
You want someone who is strong enough to take care of you. You don't want someone who you think is weak.
Now, how does a good man appear to these women as weak? Do you see how backwards women are? Look at their faces. These women are confused. None of these women have a quality man. They've all been abused. All of them.
Oh.
Look at their
faces. How you know they've been abused?
They both know that they're confused.
How you know?
They both know that they're capping.
How
you know what I mean?
know? You
How
can
could
read
any woman look at a man who is a good man and consider him weak? Weak in what way when he bringing in the money? Weak in what way when he's educated?
Well, do he got a bodyguard?
Weak in what way when he's skilled?
Me?
Weak in what way when he's talented?
Do
How do you define that as weak? How is it weak when he's able to provide for you?
I want to know when was he a woman?
I
What
want
are
to
you
know
really
can the
looking
man
for?
fight? Shit.
A man
When
that's
was
gonna
he a woman?
kill
When did
people?
he become a
A
woman?
man that's gonna walk around angry all day?
After
For
messing with
you,
all
that's
them no good
strong,
men.
that's masculine. Ladies and gentlemen, the modern women don't even know what a man is. Because they suffer from mental illness.
Which I think is generally misconstrued as someone who's a nice guy, that they are weak, and that someone who is a bad boy has like
More assertive.
is more assertive.
Notice how they look at it. They look at it as a nice guy, a good guy is weak. Automatically. He's not assertive, he's just weak. Ladies, I don't know where you are, but there's a lot of good brothers that are not weak
Because it
at all.
sound like you're a checker bitch.
And there are a lot of good brothers that are very assertive. They'll tell you straight up and down what they want from you, what they like about you, how they feel about you, and so forth. I don't know what is it about these modern.
Now, hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Wait. I done cracked the case, boss lady.
All right.
Remember, he said all of this, right? He telling us about the good guy, the bad guy, right? So does that make him the bad guy? Because it sounds like he's checking the bitch, right? Sounds like he's assertive, right? Sounds like he's a protector, right?
I don't know what he sound like. He goes back and forth.
No, listen. If he's telling you all the things that bad guys are, doesn't it sound like him?
I can't figure him out what he's trying to be. I really
Listen to what he's saying. Is he talking about him? Remember, one girl said, yeah, I know rain is coming. Thanks for letting. I ain't never noticed that you put that on my screen before. But thank you. But what I'm saying is that when remember the girl said, I want a guy to check me.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he a checker? Remember he said guy's more assertive? Doesn't he sound more assertive? Doesn't one girl said backbone? Doesn't it sound like he got a backbone? So everything the females named, doesn't it sound like they was talking about him? So are you a bad guy or are you a good guy? Because you don't sound like the good guy. Because if you could do all them things that lady said and still be a good guy, then why no women is picking you? So no women pick, or are they picking you because they think you're a bad guy, but you're really a good guy? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talking like that sounds like a man who's very assertive. He like the type of man that he's gonna make you watch your mouth and check a hoe. I'm gonna check you, chick. Don't play with me. I will read you. But I thought good guys don't do that. Only bad guys do that. So you got to explain which one are you, boo? And I thank you for not striking my page and stuff. So we still cool, but you told me to do commentary on it, so I have to do my job. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna get to the end of this. Now that we found out he's not a good guy. He's a bad guy.
Modern women where they think that a good brother is not a brother who is masculine. So you're telling me that a good brother is feminine?
See?
Really?
And you're not feminine.
That he's weak. This is crazy.
See?
This is great. This is why the majority of modern women are single, got a bunch of kids, no husband. This is why.
Mm-hmm. Nice guys can totally succeed. I think they have to step up the confidence.
You're telling me that a nice guy, a good guy, have to step up his confidence? So you're saying he don't have no confidence? Are you kidding me? No. There's a lot of good brothers that step to women all the time. And they're very confident. It's just that you ladies, you're toxic and you don't want quality.
So how
you want
did you
dysfunction
get
and chaos.
How did you get picked? If you're not toxic.
They have to be willing to take charge.
She said they have to be willing to take charge. When a good brother holler at...
Don't you take charge? Everything these women is naming sounds like you. You take charge. So are you a bad guy? How did you get a woman? You need to be explaining how these good guys like you got women. And you got to make sure they act just like you. Or do we supposed to be doormats and submissive and stuff? Or because you a poly, you ain't really got to go through too much bullshit because you just go on to the next one. Next chick, I see you later. Matter of fact, like how the girl said, I want to be missed. Don't you make the next girl miss you when you at your other with your other wife? If you're in a poly relationship, you're gonna miss your man a lot because he's creating an army. Remember, I don't know what the army is gonna do. I know women who I know some women, not men, but some women alone that got 13, 14. Yo, one of my good friends, she got 18 kids. And not near one. We not dealing with you, alien right about now. I'm not going on it with you because you coming in at the end. You coming in at the end. So when you come in late for class, I'm not going backwards. She got 18 kids, and they all by the same man, boss lady.
Right.
And not near one is a twin. Can you believe that? Not near all 18. All 18 came out by themselves. I'm like, damn, you didn't get a twin or triplet or nothing. You had all. I don't see where. Now that's a tribe, isn't it? So having more kids, I know women. That's the one who I know got the most kids, and I know some women got 13 kids, 14 kids, and it's all by the same men. It's all by their husband. I don't see this tribe. I don't see what they built because they still in the same old PJs. Mama's still in the PJ. Y'all just moved out. Where is all these children? Where is this tribe that these men are talking about? Because they've been saying this since the Monahan thing. They've been saying the same shit since the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s about why poly works. And I don't see how poly works. Well, here in New York, maybe poly works where you guys is at, but I don't see how it works. How many kids you have? I don't see it. Can somebody help me?
I know one guy that I grew up with. He moved to Africa and married three women, and he has three wives and all that. And when he came back to California, he stayed at my house, and I got to see how he runs his family and everything. He runs it like a business, and they all get along and everything. I mean, the way he run it is not nothing like that Nature Boy stuff at
No, but
all.
I'm trying to see. Well, first of all, it's not supposed to be ran as a business, but it's supposed to be so you're supposed to be creating a
Well,
tribe.
he runs his part as a business because he got to take care of the women.
No, what I'm saying is I'm trying to see how we do got some, but as much as they promote it, I'm trying to see where has it benefited us in America. I know people who have a bunch of we talking about as far as children wise. I know people who got more kids by their husband than what some of these men got by poly women. And I don't see what they built in their communities. I haven't seen it. Yeah, they little apartment or their house, but what have you building a tribe for what? I seen single couples get a house. Everything I seen done with how what they talking about with poly, I have seen just a one-on-one couple do it. It's a lot of healthy. No, I never said they out of America. I'm talking about. I don't live out of America. I live in America. And I'm trying to figure out when all these men talking about poly, I'm trying to see how did it what I don't see how they benefited. They didn't have to benefit me, but how having all these kids, how did it benefit you? Y'all don't in America, y'all don't have no freaking land. Y'all got the same old house, two people got. Y'all ain't got no mansions. America marriage don't marry. It's embarrassing. But we in America, so I can't speak upon other places. And I see a lot of other places that got poly in Africa, and they got poly, and I don't see where they built. I don't see where they built their. They live on land. Some of them is very impoverished. Some of them they got a wife here and wife there, but I don't see where it made their lives better. Have you seen some of these African shows? Have you spoke to some of these African people? Most of them,
They still live in a
most of
tribe.
them,
It's mostly they build a tribe. When they build a tribe, they live in a village. So
they
they're
live in a village, but they still struggling. That's what
right.
now
Yeah, they still
I
have to
study
build. They still have to pump
every
water.
thank you. Everything and most everything depends on Mother Nature. When you outside of America, it depends on Mother Nature. And most of them end up sending their kids right here to the USA to send that money back home. And everything depends on Mother Nature. I study enough. And I do human study. I didn't been on, I'm not speaking on something in all my years of living that I don't know what I'm talking about. And then again, if every culture does pot, yeah, but I'm not saying don't do it. You can do whatever you want to do. I'm saying I don't see the way they talk about it like it's big business. I'm trying to figure out what got accomplished. But you got extra, you got more women. Some religions believe in it. There's nothing wrong with that. But
Well,
Father,
yeah, I see what you're saying, Tony, because like with the Dr. York, it just produced a lot of very sick children
you got 100 kids. What is they doing?
complaining.
And then he couldn't be around all 100. Is baby here, baby there. Poly relationships just built life. So have one-on-one relations. I tell you, I know some people. Majority of people from down south had a lot of kids from one man.
My
From
grandmother had
one man.
18 kids.
Hmm?
My grandmother had 18 kids.
Oh, another one. God, that every year. There was no TV or nothing. So, God damn it. But I hear, but that matter of fact,
With only one set of twins.
yeah. Oh, she did have a set of twins. My girlfriend had no twins. But to back in the days, even with my grandmother, she was considered having a little bit of kids, and she had 8. And that was considered that wasn't considered a lot of kids, and she had 8. It was 10 and better, and that's by one-on-one. So can you imagine? So again, yes, others built their own reserves. Black poly egg sex. One, we're gonna check them out and see what they have done for the community and for their own tribe. They talk like they all gonna have their own land and do their own thing, and they because one man is they all got that kings. It destroyed us because we can't have empires no more. Think about it. Of course you can't. You couldn't have it back then neither. Because every time you thought you had a tribe, the next tribe came and tried to take you out. It didn't work then, and it didn't work now. But it helped some of us be born. Yeah, it helped some of us be born. That's about it. I'm saying, if that's your culture, do it. I'm not saying anything negative about it. I'm talking about the outcome of how you preach that is so good. You haven't sold it. You haven't sold it to me. I don't see it. You got to sell me a product. You got to sell me a product. And to me, if you're treating it like a business, you haven't convinced me to go into your business. I'm sorry. You haven't convinced me. You have to convince me. What makes your business so good that I want to join your business and share you for business? That's when the man was working and they was having all them babies. No, that's why women can help to other women. Yeah, of course, you got a whole freaking tribe in the house. But if you had your own one baby, I'm just saying, you got to sell it to me. I don't care who had done it. You got to sell me the idea. So I can go, yeah, you're right. I want to go into business. I want some poly wives. Shoot. Now, wouldn't a woman who got a bunch of men that's working instead of one man to work to take care of all the women, wouldn't we do much better having a bunch of men that work in a poly relationship, boss lady?
Girl.
Hey, I mean, like, that's what they say, right?
Yeah.
I won't buy that by $1. That's all I'm saying. If poly is so good, then you should be able to sell that idea to everybody.
Yeah, why isn't it just, every other house poly?
Everything they're talking about is poly this and poly that. No. You got to sell them. You got them. You got to convince
For
me
one
why I
thing,
got to wait.
Alien, uh, these men over here in the United States, they consider effing different women poly. So it's a whole. They got a whole different mindset. They don't even have the idea
What?
down pat.
No, the benefits that they speak
Oh
alien
my God!
suits
Ooh,
them.
that my nerves.
What happened? What happened?
I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the benefits suits them, but I haven't the benefits they haven't sold me with the benefits yet. They haven't sold me why I have to
Thank
wait.
you, truly.
She said bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
She was answering me.
Oh, oh. But that's all I'm saying. Y'all could do what y'all want to do. I know a lot of us what got trying to make me number two. Number one, I would not be number two of nothing. I would have to be number one. I would not, and then I'm not waiting for you to get to pull my number out no damn hat. I don't think so. You will have to do a lot of convincing, a
Well, I'm
lot.
gonna put y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all something about why they would call me boss lady. At
Mhm.
one time, I had two guys living with me, but I had a boyfriend, and I had this was after my kids moved out, and I had one living in one room, one living in the other room. They both had jobs. My boyfriend had a job, and everything worked smooth. It wasn't poly, but it was what I
What
chose
you
to
want?
do.
I ain't mad at you neither. I ain't mad.
I'm
I ain't
trying to
mad
tell
at
you.
nobody for living their life. I'm just saying for me to do poly,
And wasn't
you
nobody mad.
mm, ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. Living it up, living it up, living it up.
Mm-hmm.
Friday night, living it up, living it up. Oh man, it's gonna rain all bad. But I'm just saying, people could do whatever they want to do. It's their life. But nobody, you got to be a good convincer to tell me why I have to share. And you can't tell me it's about the business, especially about people, women and men are both working now. So what you needed back then, a bunch of women to do, we do ourselves now. So no, I'm not having you working and we all bring the man the money and call it a business. And he's because he's a man and he's the head, he's the one that can. I don't think so. How and then I gotta get back.
My friend that does poly, he really takes care of his family. This ain't no none of this here. We just none of this here pharaoh of crap that they trying to pull. He makes money, sends money back to his family, and honestly takes care of his family.
But he got a good, like I said, they got to come get that American money to do it.
Right.
That's what I said earlier. I said, even when they got poly out there, they got to come get the money from here because they cannot do it there because everything depends on Mother Nature. And if you ain't got stuff, because if Mother Nature, they don't, a lot of them don't even learn how to cultivate like the dirt and how they don't even have the animals out there where you could take the poo and turn it into soil. It's the stinkest thing, but hey, it's the freshest thing for the plants and stuff to grow out of and stuff. They don't even know, they don't even they got so much them little things that eat up everything. It's hard for them to eat. They don't even know how to have a garden out there.
Yeah, the locusts and all that. They don't even have enough pest control.
Hey, thank you. Thank you. I think that was way better than it's a stigma when it's on the other. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like I said, I'm not being number two, nothing. I'm only going to be number one. That's it. So you want other wives? Hey, let them stay in their house, but damn near, I don't know how much time you're going to give them because I occupies a lot. I occupies a lot of your time. When I'm on my tunnel vision doing something, you can go play. You can go play, but I'm not the way they doing it now. The women is doing the working, and the men is sitting home collecting all the money, and then he looking good off the money, and then he's get I buy you ain't buy me shit. That's my money, son. Why couldn't I just buy my shit off my money and then give you the rest? Why you gotta buy your shit first and then give me the rest of my money? Stop playing with me. They're gonna stop playing with me.
Yeah,
You see how it's done now
I agree, Julie.
in America. When women do it, it's automatically talk sex, but claim that does not work. When I said before, women, a woman, knowing that men usually go out there and work, why we can't have that type of poly when y'all come home and bring mama home all the money? Cause back in the days too, I know in America, but that's because I live in America, alien blood. That's why I'm talking about America. I don't live the other places. And it ain't all that it don't work all of that for them neither. I watch some Indian shows, and plus I speak to Indian people. I speak to all types of people who does poly. So I was trying to get somebody to convince me to be poly. I'm talking about non-American standards too. I've spoken to people. I'm in New York. We got some of everybody here, just like California got some of everybody there. Them are two states that everybody goes to. They pick California or they pick
Well,
New
you
York.
gotta go by American standards because this is where you live. So, how would you try to go about doing something that other countries do in your country, alien? It doesn't make sense.
And think it's going to work. There's women making their own money. America, well, America is one continent, but it's really called the Americas because don't forget South America and Canada. Oh, that's North America. So we're speaking upon it as a continent wise. We still got South America and we still got Canada. So we're North America. But again, even on other continents, nobody has convinced me yet. I'm waiting for somebody to convince me and show me why is poly great. Even alien, you're not listening, young king. Even if you out of America and the way people explain it to me about their country, they still have not convinced me. I want to be convinced. I need for you to show me where it's going to benefit me. I have not been shown where it's going to benefit me. I'm not. I know I don't want nobody taking care of my kids. So you can't say because of the kids. No, I know I'm their only mother. I'm their only mother, and no, I'm not keeping your kid. So that's a strike. All of us sitting around doing what? That's to me, it's a waste of time. You got one life. Everybody start getting old. When the men start getting old, and he still got to go from house to house to house and shit. No, no, that's like growing old alone. No. And even if they all decide to, when they get old, to live in the same house, no. What happens is their children is the one that stays in the house with the mother. Because the father has too many wives. When you start getting old, and that man can't go to all them different wife houses, then that lady's gonna be left the fuck alone. She's gonna be left alone in her later stages in her life because everybody gets old. Now you gotta depend on your kids. And who house he laying up at? And even if they all live in the same house, they're not gonna be. If I'm sick and she's sick, how that man gonna take care of the both of us and he fucked up too? At least if both of us is fucked up, we could take care of each other. Or that man is doing good and three wives are sick. How he gonna take care of all three wives in his later stages in life? That's gonna be up to the kids. So if the kids are taking care of their parents now because daddy can't take care of all the women no more, then they can't have them fabulous jobs because they still got to work and make money. What is the end game? What is the end game? That means you're gonna have a bunch of widowers. Instead of one woman being a widower, 3 to 4 to 5 women are gonna be widowers. Stop, stop it, stop it. There's no end game. What is the end game? When we all old, what is the end game? When you old and you want your mate there, and that mate, if we're all working and we all say we can retire early, boo, you think no, I'm thinking forward. I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about retire. I'm talking about as you age. As you age. And your later life has nothing to do with saving money or retiring. What I'm saying is, what is the end game now? Now that we all 65 and older, once, okay, God forbid, I got diabetes, you got high blood pressure, you got arthritis. Now you got all these women that's fucked up. That man can't tend to all the women. He cannot. He can't do it. He cannot do it. I'm thinking forwards. You're thinking backward. American women would do by themselves, not women. They're going to do it out of themselves, out of America too, because that man can't be at too many places at one time. That's the example of a man, and let's say he got 2 kids, and they both graduating the same day. He got to pick which, if he got different women, now he got to pick which graduation to go to. Is that fair to the child? So I'm thinking forward like a motherfucker. Some women are. I didn't. Some women are. No, no. He promised them to have their own house. What if they don't want to be in one house? They don't want to be in one house. They want to stay in their own house, alien. But I'm saying that's the equivalent to, and I've seen it done. Haven't you seen that done when men have multiple kids and 2 kids was graduating at the same time? Because he had 2 kids in 1 year. That's just like what you call it? Nick Cannon. He had 3 kids, a set of twins, and a son right behind it in 1 year. Which kindergarten graduation is he going to? Which child he gonna pick? Not the minor, he got other kids, but he had 3 kids that was born months apart. Which graduation is he going to? Riddle me that. And they don't go to the same school, because one mother live over there, the other mother live over there. And not to mind you, he still got babies by Mariah and another son. So how is he supposed to? One man can't. No, when that's called spreading yourself thin. Probably sound good, but in the long run, it's not good. And you got to convince me. You got to convince me, and I have not been convinced. I have not. It's not supposed to be one house. That's the American way. That's what I'm saying. Truly, when you out of America, they're in their own house. That man can't be there after 55 and 60. He can't do that running no more to everybody's house. His ass getting old too. That's just Mother Nature. It's just Mother Nature. You gotta convince me. Not saying that people, for some people, they can find, they can say I'm doing fine, my kids got me. I'm just not one of them. I'd rather grow, if I'm gonna grow old alone, then I don't need a husband. You understand what I'm saying? You want to grow old alone with somebody, not your kids. You want to grow old alone with somebody, not to we all fucked up. We all of age. We all fucked up. But I'm gonna grow alone by myself, because you too old to you can't you something you can't do no more. You just can't do it no more. Just like you grow out of partying, you grow out of a lot of stuff because of your age. And at a certain age, when you want that spouse next to you, he cannot be next to you because he got to make his rounds. He too old to make them rounds. unless you have like unless you living with somebody like is a king or who's very prominent in their country, yeah, that's different. He's prominent. He's a king. They got more than one wife, or they making king amount of money. But the rest of them who do polygamy in other countries, I don't see where they so damn happy. I don't see it. I see this one lady, and I see her, and she talk about her husband. We still ain't see her husband, and he ain't get back to her yet. He ain't get back to her yet. But he got other words. But damn, when he coming to see you, shit. Yo, even the Israelites, Captain Tazariak said, I don't get a chance to see all my wives. He said, sometimes I go months without seeing some of them. Tazariak said that out of his own damn mouth. He said, my ribs. He said, some of them I can't even see them. Now you could, even Tazariak, these are Israelites. They said sometimes they got their multiple wives. Some they see once or twice a year. You heard me, boss lady, once or twice a year.
Excuse me, yeah.
When you speak to the Israelites, they'll tell you the same thing because they got to put in their work. They got to go. They got to be at the school, and plus they got to do how they be on the streets. They got to do their street time. Then they got to do the everything according to. So they be so, and then they got to do their regular job, their government job, or they call it their slavery. They got to do their slavery to make the money to pay the bills. Ain't no one house, no one family. Get out of here. Too many women cannot stay in the same house. I'm telling you. Because one wanted that way, one wanted that way, one wanted this way, one wanted that way. Unless you're going to beat their ass like Nature Boy, beat their asses. The same way he had Fufu doing his hair all that time. But come to find out, Aya hooked his hair up with designs and stuff. Fufu wasn't able to do that. To each his own, to each his own. Just not for me. But to each his own. But of course, the Sagittarius will say that. You know, of course, the Saggy will say that. Woo, Jesus. But I gotta end this with my song. I found my song that I usually start the show with, and I end the show with it. Right? So let me play my song. Because I always end the show. I'll start the show with this song, and I end the show with this song. Don't ask me why. I just love this fucking song. And then when it goes off, we go off.
Turn it up.
I'm gonna put on the screen. I love that song. That song I've been playing for 3 years now, and I found my song again. So y'all can see the words. Here we go. And it used to play all choppy and shit. This is my shit though. And I found my song, so this is gonna be beginning every show and end every show. Hey, I love this song. Cause my chat make me smile. Smile more, I wanna see your face. Smile more, I wanna feel love. Smiling, I need to let go. Hey, hey, hey. Smiling, so let go. Let go. Smile less when I miss you. Don't be left alone. Oh no.
So keep me company. Swear they holding on my feet, but they ain't not under me.
Hey.
The fumes on your sweater smell is so lovely. And I will never sell my soul, but you could ride a lease. And don't believe in make believe, just make your ends meet. Say a week and end the week and never stress a thing.
All right now.
When we don't disagree. And when the sunshine here, regardless if you do believe.
Hey.
In the morning when I see your face. Need you more when you go. I need you more every day. Keep a foot on the brake in case I lose all control. Yeah, so baby, don't lose control. I'm focused on you, baby. Lately, you been in my aim. I've been reaching out for you, and still that's so far away.
Getting smoke in the mirror.
Crazy how I see you smile.
Baby, when I see you smile.
And how you make me smile.
And how you make me smile.
Truly.
Truly.
This is my first time ever.
Oh, baby, how you make me smile.
Mother love, I smile more when I see you, and I smile less because I miss you. Hey,
oh no.
Smile more and come by. Smile more when I see you. Smile more when the sun shines. Believe me, smile more when you blow me up. Smile more when I see your face. I love that song.
It's my first time ever hearing that song.
That's my free copyrighted song. I'm gonna hit y'all to my old videos, right? And y'all gonna, if y'all ever go back in the old, y'all gonna always hear. And then I used to play for the copyright strikes used to get me. I used to play that song at the end and start the train off with Love Train. Then Love Train kept getting me copyright strikes. So I started with this song, and that's to play like just let the regular songs play, and then I let this song come. I just love that song, Smile, because y'all make me smile. Hey y'all, Miss Leo, it's gonna be hey, see y'all tomorrow, because I'm gonna have to be. This weather's been so bad. Y'all can tell when y'all see me online all day. Y'all know our weather terrible. Y'all know our weather is terrible. It's gonna be raining so bad again tomorrow. So hopefully I don't see nothing that give me a headache. But thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to smile. And damn, boss lady, I had something to tell you. I done forgot. Shit.
You still on?
Yeah, I'm still on. I have something to tell you. But either way, I see you guys. Manana. Have a great night. Peace out.